Good evening and welcome to episode 5 of Icewind Dale, Rime on the Frostmaiden. Where's my little thing? There we go. Our newest addition to the Proficiency bonus lineup. I'm your compassionate and oh so loving DM Sarah. And before we begin, I would like to thank some of our sponsors that have made the show possible. Twitch, Streamlabs, OBS, and Little Dragon Core. If you type in exclamation point little dragon in chat for information, you'll find out where to use the coupon code, which is pro bonus at checkout, and you'll receive 10% off on your order for a discount. Also, don't forget to check out Cardboard Castle Games exclamation point CCG in chat for more information about them. They have all sorts of tabletop and card-based games for you to peruse there. So, with that out of the way, we will go into our recap. Last week, on a very special episode of Rime and the Frostmaiden, the adventurers found themselves in the town of East Haven. There, they took some repurposed rowboats and made their way onto Lake Dineshire to find the missing fishermen they were tasked with locating. They found their boat of the missing men and went into some nearby caverns to find out more information. Inside, they explored a little until they found a frost giant stuck in the ice, which they swiftly put an end to its misery and continued deeper into the caverns. There they found an old hag with a magical cauldron that could produce food for an entire village, something that could be quite useful in this endless winter. They discovered the hag had been butchering anything in her vicinity to add to her stew, including the missing fishermen. After a quick brawl, the hag delivered them to some gold from a chest in exchange for her life in the cauldron. However, the hag was mysteriously disposed of. And then the adventurers were on the road again. They ride back to town and discuss their plans as to what they want to do, including the mysterious charlatan, the cauldron, and the wizard that had been burned at the stake. And so it goes.
So we're all currently still at the docks, and the captain of the guard is there, right?
I believe you called her there, yeah. And you were just finishing talking to her when I said I didn't know what was happening, so I called for early break over the night, because I had to look up some information.
She gave us the bag of tricks, but we didn't decide who was actually going to hold on to it, I believe.
I think you said Evander was going to hold on to it, but any of you could use it.
Right, okay.
I think Evander, yeah. But yeah, we have this
Evander's
cauldron,
tricky.
and I believe she was asking about it. Yeah,
I have an idea, perhaps, which could help the town as a whole. Is there perhaps a mayor or a magistrate I could talk to? I'd like to set up some sort of soup kitchen here for all of you.
Oh yes, we have a speaker in town named Dan Whalen. He's our local authority.
Would I be able to gain audience with them?
Sure, they're in the town hall.
Could you direct me there?
Sure, I'll take you.
Basically, I'd love to find a location in the city and maybe establish a wonderful soup kitchen for your starving people.
You can follow me and I'll take you there post haste.
Should we all come along or wait here until you're done? Maybe at the end?
I'd like to get it off the boat. At the very least, someone should carry it.
Maybe we don't need to carry it throughout the city. Should we have someone take after it? Other people find locations for the building, and maybe I go talk to secure the plans, or?
Well, I can surely help find a location for this soup kitchen, I suppose. If anyone would like to come along, we could house the cauldron back at our original inn in the meantime. It's not too far from here.
I could I could take it to the inn and watch it until someone comes to get it.
Then, Kavik and Farewell, would you like to help me? We can spread out and scout out a place.
Hey, that
I
sounds
point
like
to
a
the
good.
body of the hag.
Oh, there's that too.
Oh, right, yeah. Ooh.
I can
Well,
send
all right.
someone to bury that in the local cemetery. Although we don't want it to desecrate the ground. Perhaps
Uh,
we should drown it in the lake.
You know, people are cold, and you feel like having another burning. I don't
Ah!
think she's gonna complain.
Great idea. We'll put her in
Oh,
storage.
it's true. You do like burning magic folk, don't you?
Not magic folk per se, just not good folk.
Oh, all right. That's good to hear.
I think this
Um,
qualifies.
Why don't you take this wee bit of kindling here and you go start another little bonfire? And the rest of us, we'll go and take a look for a location for what was this restaurant? Did you say, Evander?
The idea would be a soup kitchen of some sorts. The people are starving. The people are hungry. If the community could be provided free food, feel all would
Free.
Oh,
You're wanting to just give this away without any kind of profit.
oh, not our cauldron. That's why I'm going to negotiate terms.
You had me worried there for a second, lad.
Don't worry. Shall we?
Oh, we shall. So Angie and Farewell, why don't we go and take a look around town and see if we can find any empty shops or any places that would accommodate such a soup kitchen, did you say?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna telepathically link with Anji for the next, I guess, 3 hours for 3 miles, so that we can communicate the location without having to see each other.
If you want, the town guards can take a look at that cauldron too if you want, or would you prefer to watch over it yourself?
It can stay with me.
Alright.
And then when someone comes
Fair
to
point.
get it.
All right, let's be off.
Right, off we go. I'm away.
Farewell is going to follow after Gray because he's alone, and I know, or I have a feeling that Evander can fend for himself. Seeing how deftly he did the what are they called, the the rides that we acquired earlier. So I'm just going to follow after Gray.
Oh,
I think the cauldron needs 2 people actually. I'm remembering that now.
it's
It
like
needs
50.
2 people to carry it
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, I can help you. I totally
it's huge.
Farewell chip in and help.
Okay, good.
Then as y'all split off, Anju will just say, well, we'll come collect you once we found a place and get all of our things ready to go.
All right.
Okay. So Vander, what was her name? Blah, 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 blah. The lady of the guard, whose name I can't find right now.
Susie.
Imdra. Sorry, Imdra. Lady Imdra takes you to the town hall where you which we're already familiar with the outside of because the burning was right near there. So she takes you down a couple alleys and back to the town hall, and then go in and there's a desk at the front, near the front entrance, where there's like a platform as well, and there's a desk. And the gentleman behind it looks up, he's like a half-elvish man, and says, "Oh, Imdra, can I help you?" And Imdra looks at you and says, "Well?"
Yes, I have a proposition. I was looking. Are you the magistrate of this East Haven?
"Huh, no, I'm just his glorified secretary. Do you need help, sir?"
Could I perhaps gain audience? I have quite the wondrous proposition for him. Could perhaps save many lives in the town.
"Sure, I shall fetch..." That's curious, but sure, I shall fetch Speaker Wayland immediately. Imdra, is this true? And she kind of nods and gives like a look up at him and says, "Aye, it is true. Go fetch him." He goes and he stands up, goes back to the room, and you can hear let me see. Can you hear stairs? He goes in the back, and you can hear a couple people talking. And eventually this fellow, I don't know if you need a picture. Let's see. Is there a picture of the fellow? No. Imdra comes back with a tall human male named, and he says, "Why, hello. I hear that you have business for me."
Hello, I am Evander, and you are...
Pleasure. I'm Speaker Waylon. And he puts out his hand to you.
Evander will shake that hand.
He's kind of
Uh,
reaches it
I-
back and kind of like, give me a perception check.
That would be a 19.
He wipes it like on the back of his pants, trying to be subtle about it, but he's just not. He just instinctually just goes like this with his hands, like that was something very gross he touched. So, but he's trying to be
Well,
polite facade.
shall we go for a walk? I'm afraid this matter is private and...
Oh yes, come into my office, please.
Oh, wonderful.
And he will take you in to his office, and it is sparsely furnished, but it's not very elegant, but it's sturdy enough furniture. He beckons you inside, and you walk through a little corridor. A little, what is it? Yeah, his office. You go behind, like next to the little DS up top. And then you go to his office on the side. And there's some tapestries and painted landscapes that decorate this room. In the middle of which is a large table surrounded by high-backed wooden chairs.
Are there, like, books in the room?
Yes, there are some books. Not many, but journals and some hardbound leather books and the smell of rich mahogany.
You got it. Could I borrow a piece of paper? I assure you this will make sense in a minute.
He gives you a quizzical look and pulls open his drawer from his desk and hands you a piece of paper.
And Evander is going to take the nearest book and start flipping through the pages and copying down a few of the words.
You find a book called... Is it a book? Oh, it's a poetry anthology.
Oh, how lovely. But basically, Evander is going to say, "All right, I will talk and I will make you an offer which greatly works in your self-interest. I will propose my terms, then you will either accept or reject my offer. If at any point you interrupt, the deal is off the table. Understood?"
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll hear you out.
Fine.
Give me an intimidation check or persuasion, whichever you're trying to do.
Sure.
And I'm gonna roll against that actually.
I don't know, that roll was good. That was a 18.
He looks slightly intimidated by you. Like, alright. A little concerned.
Your town is hungry and your people are starving. It just so happens that I have in my possession a magic cauldron which can convert water into a hearty meal. I'm sure that you see how valuable this could be for your town, given the abundance of frozen water in your lake just over there. Why, using this cauldron for the common good would save lives and could make you a hero in the process. There would be no more starvation in East Haven. This cauldron, however, is quite expensive on its own and given that times have made this town quite destitute, I doubt that you can afford its full asking price. This is no matter, as I'm willing to lease it to you. You provide a down payment of 2,000 gold and a payment of 20 gold due every 2 weeks. Your town will then be able to cut back considerably on the cost of producing food, and you will likely even be able to profit after this bi-weekly payment. You will establish a soup kitchen at a location of my choosing within your city, and every 2 weeks I'll send a liaison to collect this 20 gold. If you do not have this payment, and he's going to stop copying the words and is going to look up and minor illusion in his hand an image of the cauldron and a little caricature of himself thinking really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to say, if you do not have this payment, then I have the ability to shut off the cauldron once I receive word. I would hate for this to happen, but if it does, I have to protect my investment. If this happens, the cauldron becomes useless to you, and your town once again begins to starve. And in the illusion, the cauldron breaks in half. And he waves that away and continues copying down from the book. To protect my funds and ensure that I'm being paid on time, be sending a courier to you. At each transaction, he will have to communicate a passphrase to you, and he'll hand over the book. The passphrases are in order of the pages. First is the first word of the first page, then the last word of the second page, then the first word of the third page, and so on. These are the passphrases. Make sure that nobody else other than you, and at most one trusted advisor, know these codes. Although, it is likely good for your political career to go and serve the food yourself twice a month. Hell, then you would be doing wondrous good in the public eye and would be able to provide this gold without, well, spreading these passphrases around. In 1 year, I will come back and we will renew this deal. Or, if it be not to your liking, I will take the cauldron with me. Starting from this day, we will count a 2-week pay period, and you can start using the jug immediately. My missive may or may not come within the first few cycles, and if they do not, call it a show of good faith from me. It will give you time to make necessary changes to your town. When they do arrive, I expect the aggregated sum in full. So, when this is all said and done, you pay me 2,000 gold up front, with 20 gold due every 2 weeks. You save your town from the threat of starvation, and you become a hero. Do you agree to these terms?
Give me an intimidation roll with advantage.
Could I use my natural 20 for this?
Yes, you can. There you go. So you not 20 this, and you notice the slightly faint aroma of urine wafting from behind the desk. It's not pleasant, but you notice it, and it's there.
I've smelled this.
He says, I can offer you a flat payment of 10 500 gold piece gemstones. Would that be fair?
I'm sorry, my internet cut out. Could you say that one more time?
He said he's gonna offer you 10 500 gold piece gemstones. Would that be fair?
5,000 gold, but not in coin.
That's all we have to offer here. You'll have to give me a day to get it together, but it's yours.
I'm not quite interested in taking all you have. After all, you have to ensure the prosperity of your town.
Then I can do the 2,000. Just give me a day. Just give me a day.
as long as we are able to set up a soup kitchen
Of course,
and
of
we are
course.
able to get that 20 gold transaction, then, well, everything will be fine.
Funds will go directly to the soup kitchen itself. The rest of the funds, not the funds I'm giving you.
Wonderful. Let me just check in, see if I have a potential location already for your soup kitchen. And he's
Vander,
gonna
roll
go
me
ahead.
a investigation check while we check in with Anji.
Sure.
Actually, we'll check in with Farewell and Gray. How are you guys doing?
I'm assuming we're carrying a cauldron to the inn?
Taking
Just-
a cauldron to the inn and
Okay.
just carrying it right up to.
Yeah, between the two of you, have no problem lifting the cauldron together. But you're
I mean,
just
I guess you're not using your room. You don't really sleep, so.
Okay.
True enough.
So I'll just put it in your room.
Yep.
How it works.
So
Investigation was an 8.
8. Everything's straight in order. All right. So you're messaging Anji, who's with Kavik, and
I imagine that Anji and Kavik are just kind of going around the town. Like imagine like almost like a montage from a 70s movie. Just two friends out on the town.
like
And it's
you
like
pointing there.
like Anji's like trying
yeah.
on hats
Yep.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
Kavik's just like he's kind of like stubborn at first.
Yeah.
And then, like, she puts a fun hat on him, and he kind of cracks a little bit of a smile. It's like they're just bonding as they're going around town, palling around, gadding.
Totally forgetting our job. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Amanda, you message Anji.
Yeah, basically just checking up. Have you found a location yet? I finished up the talks. It seems we will get the money as planned.
Well, and she's currently just like fluffing the underbrim of a hat as she stares at herself in the window of a shop. And she takes the hat off and, oh, well, that's wonderful, she thinks. Yes, we have a few prospective locations lined up. The money should be ready soon, or by when can we expect to leave?
Well, I should be able to have the money in gems immediately. Well, they said they would take a second or two, but given there's going to be some time with us pointing out this location and such, we'll have the funds immediately, more or less.
All right, well, we'll wrap up here then. Perfect. Should I meet you at the magistrate's or back at the inn?
Sure, at the magistrate's.
All right. I assume you send me a Google Maps pin real quick of where that is.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
just
Google
follow
Maps
the-
has not mapped your area yet.
Dang it.
No, it's like the Google Map pictures where it's like from a dog sled. Like
Oh
those
yeah,
are-
they do have that.
They have Google dog sleds.
That's awesome.
Oh, all right, and I'll turn back to Kavik at this point, who I hope has joined in some of the revelry at this point.
Yeah, he's got like a feathered boa on for some reason.
She says, "You know what? Whoever the shopkeep is, whatever shop we're in, we'll take the hat and the feather boa. Kavik, we need to select one.
No,
of
we
these
won't take the
buildings.
feathered
Vander's
boa.
all done.
He
Oh
takes off the
no! My
boa.
treat!
I hate to pass up free things, but
Listen, you've made me fantastic. You made all of us fantastic things. Let me treat you to this one
he
thing.
puts it on. Oh, thank you.
You look wonderfully handsome. How much for the hat and the feather boa? You are muted.
Okay,
Sorry,
I thought I was deaf.
How regal is the hat?
Oh, I was for some reason envisioning,
regal.
Sunday gospel church, like just big old brim feather, whole shebang.
Royal
Okay.
wedding, going to the horse races, Derby,
Yes,
Easter
mint
hat.
jewel hat.
Easter hat, yeah.
That
Mint-
looks
a mint
fantastic on
julep.
you. I think that you should have that for, well, it's more than 1 gold, but you look so fabulous in it. Let me give it to you for 5 silver. And that boa, my gosh, that boa's never looked better. 2 silver for the boa.
7 silver it is, and 8 for your kind words. There you go, ma'am.
Oh, dearie me, thank you. This town doesn't have enough flair nowadays.
I agree. You know, by the way, do you
It's
know
the starvation.
Yes,
How many
right.
pieces
There.
of flair? How many pieces
Speaking
of flair
of
are
flair,
required?
we're looking to invest in the service industry. We're trying to pop up a little restaurant around here somewhere. Do you know a good location that could use one somewhere? You know, a lot of destitutes are sort of running around.
probably near the southern end, near the stables or something. I'm not sure. It's not very fancy there. I don't go there
Oh,
much. Too many
near the
tourists.
stables? That's perfect. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Here, do you want this button? And she hands you this gaudy looking, like, silver chain. Like, it's a silver button with, like, the face of, like, someone on it, like an old cameo. But it's got, like, these silver chains hanging off of it, too. Like, and it's just terrible.
For free?
Yes! You're so kind. I never get any visitors nowadays.
Oh yes, absolutely. And we're coming back to this town, Kavik.
Wonderful, wonderful. Please do, please do.
All right, we're gonna go scope out that building.
Okay.
I'll shoot that over to Evander once we just like find it, and then
Sure.
I guess we'll head to the magistrates first, Kavik, or do you want to pop by the inn, grab Gray and farewell?
I
first?
think we ought to lay eyes on this prospective building first.
Oh yes, I said this as if we had already done that, which was silly of me.
So you guys
That's
walk
alright.
south towards the stables, and you're looking for a dilapidated building.
Not
Yeah, we're
too
just looking. We're just looking for.
dilapidated.
We're looking for something in a neighborhood that could be, how you say, gentrified.
A fixer-upper.
Right. Something that a nice like cupcake shop or a smoothie joint could fit in, you
We'll go
know.
with fixer-upper.
I only said that so I could see what Nate and Ink would do, and I am not disappointed.
I took a whole class about gentrification. Alright. So, it's a fixer-upper. It's a bit, there's a signpost, no sign on the signpost, and, looks a little weathered and worn, but it looks like it could be fixed up within, like, a few weeks if the whole town worked together for reasonably enough, of a big place. Big,
What do you think,
wide,
Kavik?
open
Looks
floor.
sturdy enough? You know, just a little paint, spit shine here or there?
Aye, we could definitely make this a fine kitchen.
All right, bing bing. Evander, we've found the perfect spot just near the stables, right when people walk in, can grab something as they come in, come out, you know, perfect.
Ah, perfect. And I assume I'm still talking with the magistrate and all.
He's trying to, like, not draw attention to the urine pouring out of him.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It
Pouring,
happens.
wow.
Well, not pouring, coming. That had come out.
Droop-
Just
dribbling.
constant.
It's a flow. No.
It appears as if we've found a quite suitable location for this establishment. I think we're gonna have a wonderfully supportive business on our hands. And you said you might need some time for the funds, or did you have the 2,000 available?
No, just today. We'll just need a day for the fun. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. We have some quick business to tend to before me and my group leave town, but I'm sure we can leave the location of the cauldron and the overall building with your staff at a certain point. So, thank you so much for your business. Remember, first page, first word. Second page, last word. Third page, first word, and it alternates. First 52 pages.
Give me another investigation check.
You said make one?
Yeah.
My dice have been very kind to me today. 16.
Vander, the book looks like nonsense. It's supposed to be poetry, but it says, "That which for there thou art."
Ah, Shakespeare.
It is a bunch of nonsense.
Even better for the purposes.
You do with that what you will.
Can
Oops, I just deleted my tag. Oh well. Oops, I
is this
deleted the map. Okay, well, that was fun. We're just gonna forget that happened.
can I like insight check the magistrate just to see if he's like, I don't know, like actually there, or if he's putting on some sort of like disguise?
What do you mean actually there?
Well, like, could this be just like someone, maybe not actually there, but if it's someone under false pretenses here?
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's nothing. That's a 4.
Looks like a person sitting in front of you.
Sure. And then Evander will leave and hopefully group up with the others outside.
Okay.
Who would be out with it right now? Just Anji and Kavik?
Yes, we're meeting you by the magistrates, and then we'll all walk back to the inn together, I suppose, unless she has something else to discuss.
Well, good news is we will be receiving 2,000 gold for the pot, and they will be erecting an establishment. We'll have to wait for later in the day to collect these funds, but seems we've done an
Oh,
awful lot of good
you
here.
said tomorrow, sorry.
Oh, tomorrow,
Yep.
rather. Gives us time to check out the wizard's tower and then be on our way with the
True,
axe beaks to check out the mountain and the sea stuff,
The item,
the items.
Right.
the substance. I forgot what I asked us to call it only yesterday. It's like it's been 2 weeks combined
Feels
into
like
one
it,
afternoon.
doesn't it?
Nice. Will we not need to do some work and repair on our prospective soup kitchen? Or are we going to leave that up to the mayor? Or the speaker, sorry. The mayor is from another game.
I figure we leave that up to the town. There's only so much time we can spend before. Well, you said this is some dangerous material. I would assume we want to get moving quickly.
Right, the substance is very time sensitive, I imagine, so I'd like for us to get on our way as soon as possible.
But if it would make you feel better, Kavik, you and I could stay up a bit late tonight and perhaps work on some design elements. See if we can maybe figure out a plan for them to accomplish.
All right, I've got a few ideas.
Sounds good. I can help a little bit with the flair aspect, but otherwise, I can be there for moral support.
And he like swoops the boa. You know, it's a scarf. It's just a big fuzzy scarf. He swoops the boa around his neck. Says, "Well, I do have noticed that you've got a certain kind of flair for the flair."
Well, thank you. And if anything, it could be an extended apology for my mishap back in the cabin.
Look, like I said before, holding on to emotions is not very logical. And so
Oh no, it's
I'd
not for
rather,
you, it's for me. I'm the one who feels guilty, Kavik, so let's just leave it at that. If that's all right with you. Let me make it up to you, for me.
Whatever, let's go.
So you're leaving that vicinity and going back towards the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I deleted all the names from the tavern. How did I do that? Jesus Christ. I mean...
Ilmater.
Ilmater... Oh,
Mater.
White lady.
Oh, Morning Lord.
There
Do
we
we still
go.
like that one? Do we still like that
Do
one?
we still
La
like that
Llorona.
one? I don't know.
He didn't
My
really help us
Sharona.
out last campaign.
Nothing
Oh,
really helped
Sherrod.
improve it. Okay, so you're going back from
Oh
the
my
town
stars.
hall, from the town hall to the White Lady Inn, and you get there and you see your friends, Per well, no, you don't see them. They're upstairs. Are you downstairs in the
Or
common
in-
room or upstairs?
I'm.
I figured
I'm
we would go up.
Okay.
we stayed in the room with it. I'm
Okay.
quite sure.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the bed carving.
Okay. So
I'm
you
watching
guys,
the carving.
it's thrilling. It's almost as exciting as watching paint dry.
I'd play dice with them if they with her if you wanted, but you're busy. It's fine.
Aw.
Well, seeing as how you probably were just sort of standing around doing nothing, she shrugs her shoulders and starts to dig in her bag for her tools and the log.
Yeah, we get along really well. Don't
Yeah. Give me a dexterity check for how
Fair.
the log's coming along. Do you have proficiency in
All right.
woodcarver's tools?
I do.
Then you can add your proficiency bonus.
Hey, that's the name of our channel.
That is the name of our channel.
That is
The name
an
of-
18.
Oh, it's coming along super fine. You're getting it nice and smooth, and it looks great.
What is it gonna be?
You can sort of make out a small sort of a dog's head or like a canine type of head sort of coming. It's still really rough, but that's sort of what you can see.
How big is it again?
All right.
Are we starting our new pet collection?
Yeah, maybe. You do have the
We
bag
have
of
a
tricks.
doable.
You're just gonna
Three
make
a
a
day.
figurine of. You're just gonna make a figurine of wondrous power.
Ooh,
Speaking of our pet collection, what color was our bag of tricks?
gray.
Gray,
You
Gray,
got it.
like me.
but with an E.
Yes, yes, I am gray with an A. Look at you.
Well, I can
Evander-
read it. It's on the screen.
Oh,
Not that
Well-
purple.
well, you know. Yeah.
Evander will pop his head into the room and just let them know. Oh, well, the good news is we'll be receiving 2,000 gold for the cauldron, and perhaps even better news, the town will have a soup kitchen to feed the hungry.
Mm. Good work, Evander.
Thank you. Should we? What time of day is it? Do we still have time to go and check out the tower wizard place?
His in
You're
room.
in the room. You're in the inn where you had a room.
Yeah, it's
He,
here.
d-
Oh,
he didn't
Yeah,
have a
right.
tower.
right.
His tower was
You don't know.
somewhere
A
we don't
hotel
know,
suite.
but his hotel suite is in this building.
The tower with the power?
And you were given, I think, permission from the guard to basically get the key and go look in
Yeah. Okay.
it.
We'll say
I
for
forgot
brevity's
that
sake
part.
that the guard left the key with you since she knew that you were coming back to the inn anyway.
There you go.
That way
All right,
we
let's
can
go.
walk.
Let's go, Hardy Boys, into this
Alright.
room.
Are all five
Yeah.
of you going?
Are we just leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
Is someone? We're just leaving
Oh.
this in here.
I dig out the key to the room. I produce it. Just shoo
Sure.
everybody out.
All right.
If
If you
only
like,
we
I could
could
come up with a
strap
booby.
this.
If I could come up with a kind of booby trap to protect the room while we're away.
It's gotta lock.
Oh,
I lock the
It's
door
okay.
behind everybody as we leave.
Okay.
It's okay.
If we still had Stefan, we could just put it on his back.
True.
Stefan with the
Dang
mountain
it.
of gear,
Oh my God! Remember when
Back.
Armin appeared
He's getting
out of the chest
taller and
in
taller.
the one shot? That's where you came out.
I'm just
Anyway.
imagining the pack on the servants from Monty Python. It just gets taller and taller.
See, I was imagining Stefan like Shaggy wearing it upside down. It's just his feet, and he's just in front of it. Let's look at the wizards.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. So the wizard's room, you guys take up 5 rooms. So it's not a huge inn, so you can basically guess between the 3 leftover rooms which one's his. It looks like there was a chair outside from someone sitting next to it for a while, but it's currently unoccupied since it's been a few days since the trial and everything, so.
I'd like to make an Arcana check as we come closer to see if there's any kind of magical traps.
Sure. Go for it.
And Evander's gonna use his discovery to learn
Nat
detect
Nat
magic.
20.
Congratulations. I'm sorry. Good
Sorry.
job. And, Vander?
And I was just going to go ahead and use my biological capability. Not biological, but I call upon my dark worship god. I do detect magic.
Okay, and what was
You're
Vander doing?
you're
Oh, I was just learning
Magical.
detect magic, but
Oh,
Bonji can do that. There you go.
Oh yeah, well I'm
Don't
gonna.
waste an ability.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna turn the doorknob.
okay. You don't notice
Other way.
any magical means on the door. Either of you.
Okay.
And, you are turning the knob on the door. It is locked.
Oh.
Farewell, if you like. The
No,
key,
you didn't put the
please.
key
Who
in
had
the
the
door.
key?
Just put the key in the
You
door.
gotta just-
We got the key. Who has the key? I point to the
No, I
person who
don't-
has the key.
Like
I take
everyone's
pins
like
out
everyone's
of
like
my
patting
hair and
everyone's
do
like
lock
patting their
picking.
pockets.
No, just Evander, give me the key, please.
Toss it.
Good. Alright, so now you can open the door.
Sound effects.
Okay, let's see. Let me read something real quick. Blah, 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 blah.
I get shot in the face.
TPK.
Okay,
Yeah, the Terminator has moved in here since the wizard left, and now.
so detect
got-
magic is only 30 feet and it can penetrate most barriers. Most barriers. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Something just fell from my desk and almost killed me. It says, I love Daisy.
Yes, I believe it says what blocks it. It's different thicknesses of
Yes.
different things. Yeah. Foot of stone, inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wooden dirt.
Let's
I
call
don't
this.
I don't think that the walls or door would be anything close to 3 feet.
Alright.
The door
On
that's
you.
just this thick.
That's a chunky door.
Well, as Gray opens the door, who's going inside? Do you all peek inside?
I imagine we all kind of like put our heads around the side of the door,
On
like
I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
starting from the top
Well-
to the bottom.
we'll go with all of you see
Oh,
a messy, disheveled room that looks like it's been tossed. And then it definitely doesn't look like there's enough items for someone to live here. So it looks like a secondary location. Like in all of your rooms, there's a basin, a bed, and a small desk and cupboard.
No wonder he's dead. They got him to go to a secondary location. JD
Anji.
Bittenbinder.
Ooh, Anji left. I was just gonna tell Anji.
Dave hates that joke.
No, Dave would love that joke.
Oh man, dang it. Yes.
I think it's funny that one of us like cuts out like right when the other one makes a joke or something. It's just like nope.
Too offensive. Anji, when you peek your head in, you get a blip from of abjuration in the cupboard. Everyone else can give me a investigation check if they want to start investigating the room at all.
You bet.
9.
You don't
15.
notice anything.
24.
24 and 15. You notice
Nat 20.
nat 20, 20, 24, and 15.
Yeah.
Plus 0, but nat 20.
You all are looking around, and all three of your eyes fall. Evangel's looking out the window. The rest of you, the three of your eyes, are looking, and your eyes catch a insignia on one of his robes that's draped over a chair. Any of you can make a Arcana or History check to see if you recognize the insignia.
I'll take one. Take an Arcana check.
Okay.
I got 17 for history.
Okay.
I must
I
have
got
seen
a
this somewhere before
Yes.
somehow.
I got a 16 plus 5 for
Okay.
21.
15 Arcana.
Okay. All three of you at the same instant notice that it looks like an insignia of the Arcane Brotherhood.
What is that? I hate that my background looks like my whole world is tilted. It bothers me so
It's
much.
okay. We'll just all tilt with you. The other way. Like the other way. Anji,
Is there anything that we would know off the top of our heads about the Arcane Brotherhood? Or just that it is existing?
it is
It's like the Masons. It's like Masons. Like everyone
Yeah.
knows the Masons are there, but they're like, what do they really do? Handshakes? I don't know.
Kilts.
It's just a group of wizards.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm done with kilts.
Actually, even though I rolled pretty well, I think just because of backstory reasons, I probably still wouldn't know what that is. I think
Okay.
that's kind of fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, I probably would have seen it around, but I probably wouldn't know anything about them other than the name and the symbol.
Okay. So,
so
you
yeah.
just
is
know
more
that it's a
Quebec.
bunch of wizards.
Kavik. God,
Kavik might know it's wizards. There we go. So,
Like Havoc.
Anji, you see the
Yes.
abjuration coming from the closet.
While everyone is sort of absorbed with the whole insignia business, I'll slowly go ahead and step over there and just sort of twist the knob and very slowly kind of crack it open and take a peek inside.
You see a trunk.
And that trunk has got a bit of a stronger blip, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll go ahead and slip in there and just take a little peek in the trunk.
It is locked.
Then I will. I don't have any.
The actual trunk is
keys.
locked by the abjuration magic itself.
Oh,
Sorry.
interesting.
Yeah. Looks like it's been magically locked.
All right. Everyone. Hello, inside the closet.
Yes.
There's a trunk in here that's just screaming magic. I'm not sure what's inside, but it is magically locked. So if anyone strong enough wants to try and bust it open, or if anyone happens to know dispel magic, that would be incredibly useful right now, or knock, or any such fun spells.
I'm afraid I can't do much with that.
I mean, if you want it broken,
Can I check it
could
out?
probably break it. But
Yeah, can I check it out to see how easily it would break?
Yes,
Like
if
how
one of you
sturdy this
muscle
thing is?
boys want to give it a shot, I'm welcome in.
It is very thick metal around this lock. It looks like it would take a little strength to break, plus the looks like it'd be a hefty lock to break, plus a sort of magical aura on top of that. You don't know how easy it would be to even physically break at this point. It looks like it can be broken, like all things can be broken, but it looks like you just might have a hard time, like someone did not want anyone seeing what was inside here.
Do we know
What is the trunk
anyone?
made out of?
It looks like the trunk itself is made out of, like, metal? I don't know what kind of metal. What kind of metal do they have? Common metal.
Probably
Iron.
iron.
Iron! The
See,
iron trunk! It's very small. It's like the size of a large shoebox. But it's very sturdy, and then it has a lock on the outside of that. It doesn't look like wood that you could split open. It's a pretty hefty thing.
Can Evander take it and shake it, see if whatever's inside makes a sound like it's a Christmas present?
Sure, you'd have to hold the two hands. It's the size of a big shoebox, and it's metal. But yeah, you don't hear anything inside. Well, there's something inside, but it doesn't make an audible, like, crystal shaking sound.
Do we know any particularly powerful mages? Or should we just, I don't know, keep this until one of us is able to open it? Or anything of that matter?
I think we should keep a hold of it. I mean, we don't want any magic things to get out of hand into the general public.
Right. I mean,
Plus, I want to see what's
the
inside.
room. I point to the room around us, like the state of it, and then I point to the cupboard and sort of shrug, like,
why did they not take it?
why? Yeah.
Sure.
Perhaps that the locals were afraid of it because of its magical properties.
Or unaware of the magical properties, they just saw a locked box. I don't know how much investigating they did into this particular man. It seems like he was magic. People went missing and they were working for him, and they said case closed.
Is there a consensus that I'm not to try and just snap this open? Magic
Oh
is
no,
strong.
I say try it.
I think we need to take it maybe out the back before we try that. I don't want anything to happen in such a confined space.
That's pretty fair.
I'd rather us be outside so that way we might be able to get out of the way in case something explodes. That's all right, Farewell. Farewell's got me. What do we say we try taking this out the back and letting you have a wee smash at it?
Well, yeah. Does someone have a crowbar or some sort of wedge?
Let me look through my pack.
I think Havoc may
Oh,
have one because you cracked open a crate.
I've got a crowbar.
I have
I've
one
also
as
got
well.
a hammer.
Okay.
Oh, and I got a couple of
Like four
I've
of
got a
us
couple of
pull
those
out crowbars all at once.
Batons.
Yeah. We're like armed and
Baton,
dangerous, like
Python, Piton. I'll have to
I
figure out the. I've used them in real life, but I've got no idea
Might
what
even
they're
be
called.
pitting. I don't know.
I would call them climbing spikes, honestly.
But I'll take crowbar and a hammer.
Here, I have both.
Oh, thank you, Miss Andre. Now, here let's get this out back, like you said, and let's see if I can't do something. Not guaranteeing. Don't know how strong the magic is, but you know, you punch a wizard and they get knocked out all the same. So
Easy enough.
sometimes magic ain't enough.
Okay. Are you lifting up the box?
Yeah.
Okay, so you lift up the box. And
I
you're
have a
all going
question,
outside?
DM Sarah.
Yes.
If I hexed this box,
Let me see.
He's
Is
gonna
it- does it
hex
feature-
it.
Does
or an
hex
object?
say? Yeah. Does hex say you have to target a creature?
it might. Oh, don't write on my parade. That's so funny.
It is a really good idea, though.
He's gonna hex it. And go, you suck.
On a
Yeah,
creature. On a creature.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise,
The
you
box
this a
suddenly
mimic?
grows
Is the
eyes
box
like
a
creatures.
mimic? No, just kidding.
it bites your hand. No,
Hex!
Did we
no,
ever
so you lift it outside, you're all following Gray outside. And
Did we
you
ever
put
fight a mimic last time? I don't think we did.
You fought a door
Oh, we fought a mimic door. That's right.
that Real got his face stuck to.
Ugh.
Oh,
It was
I
the
lost
beginning
half
of real
my
That was like the
mustache.
second episode.
Yeah,
All right,
that was a
Yeah.
long. That was a long time ago, y'all.
That was.
All right,
it-
Gray. Before you take a whack at this, I've got a wee idea. Let me take one of these pitons because apparently that's how you say it. And I'll inscribe on it a little spell for you. I'll inscribe one of my sigils that I use for thunderclap, which is a cantrip.
Let me see if that'll.
Display on VTT. And so it can give you an extra D6 of damage for whenever you hit the python into the lock or whatever.
All
Or
right.
piton. Dang it! I just said
Because
piton.
So, because what he because he doesn't want to damage it at first. He's gonna see if he can just hammer the crowbar in and then pry, like with an
Okay.
athletics check. But if that doesn't work, I think that's a good
Gray, you would
alternative.
have to make a
A con
con
save.
as well, though, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay? If that's the
All
course
right.
you decide to
The
take.
the possible danger is minimal at best.
I've been hit with a spell or two before. I think I'll be okay.
It's
But-
risky. It's risky, but you'll be all right. You're a tough lad.
I'm more worried about what might happen when the spell gets broken, if it does. So maybe just all of you stand back a bit, and we'll see what we can do.
Alright, give me a strength check.
All right.
I would like to give assistance by, I don't know, helping with my own crowbar.
Okay, because
Sure.
I was
I'll be
gonna
fine.
because I was
So
gonna
each
say
of
I
you
think
are
the
on one
crow-
end,
Okay.
crowbarring. You're prying it from one end, you're opening it from the other.
Sure.
Each roll me a strength check, please.
You're both reversing the
'cause-
polarity, and so it's
Yeah.
not going to work.
Because I was gonna say I think crowbars say they give you advantage on athletics checks to pry open.
It's not an
things.
athletic check.
Well,
It's just a
or
strength
strength
check.
checks.
Okay,
Well, double check it. Someone
Okay.
read it crowbar for
I
me.
will.
Hold on, I've got it here for you.
If it says
Oh,
athletics,
Yes, it
strength
does.
checks. Good one.
Strength checks, well, the crowbar's leverage can be applied.
Both
Cool.
of you,
So not
Did not know
even
that.
athletics, just strength.
both of
strength
you
at
can give me
advantage.
strength checks with advantage.
Still low after all that, unfortunately.
I got a 19.
That's
Whoa.
better than mine. Mine's a
Farewell
14.
is so strong.
I rolled low.
Alright, so Gray, you kind of squeakers to the side, and it skids out of it, like off the top kind of thing of the crack. Hi!
Kayla says hello.
And,
She didn't want to interrupt.
oh, of course not. And, very well, you just think that you got the edge of the lip of the crease open, but it just fails to make bridges, and it slides out as well, so. Noble effort, but it is not opened yet.
All right, want to try the piton?
It's ready! And he hands you this metal spike.
Piton
You
in
just,
the
like-
box. How do I roll? Wanna
So,
make another?
I'm thinking you put the piton like into the entrance of the lock, and then hit the top.
I think he's trying to basically shatter the lock.
I know, but I'm thinking about how to roll that. Give me a attack roll, but not with proficiency.
Like with the crowbar
Yeah.
to
Or like a hammer or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
sorry to make things
six-
difficult, sir.
16.
I appreciate your ingenuity. 16.
Well, and right, like an attack roll, so a d20 plus my strength.
It does not affect the lock, but give me a con save.
Yeah. God. 11. Great. Come on. You have a +5 to these. Jesus.
And my
Yeah, I got an 8.
My-
I would probably still be
Okay,
standing
so
here.
we're
my
standing
my, my
firm.
DC is a 13.
Okay, so both of you take some thunder damage.
So here comes
I
the
think we would be
thunder.
ready.
Yeah,
Am I rolling for each of them or one for all?
just one for both. We'll go with.
Well, doesn't the lock take some damage as well?
Let me see.
What's the lock's constitution score?
Yeah. How hardy is this lock?
It's hard to say.
This might have to be a hold on to it for now.
I'm gonna say that the DC is still the same because he did make an attack roll against it, so I don't think it would change. It's either kind of make it or break it. It doesn't matter how much damage it takes. He didn't hit it properly, so it doesn't matter the damage because the DC is if he hit it or not. So he didn't hit it correctly.
Okay. then you each take 1 point of lightning
Oh,
or
okay.
thunder damage.
Okay.
Not too bad.
You get a little zapadoo.
Can
You basically
Evander-
hit this thing and get zapped like one of those toy pins from a joke shop. Like,
And
ow!
from
It's like when you
100
chew
feet,
on aluminum foil.
from 100
Yeah.
feet out, you hear boom in this one area. You see several
Alright, well,
people
that
look
was-
out their windows, like in the general direction of the sky, and kind of like doesn't look like
Sorry.
it's raining.
Sorry.
I think this
My
one's
bad.
gonna be a hold on to it sort of thing.
Can
Well, we
I
gave it
agree.
our best shot, and that's all that really
I-
matters.
I'll keep thinking about it. I might have another idea in a day or two.
Can we just look the can Evander take the box and just look it over just to make sure there's no like runes or glyphs on it of any kind?
That would have been covered by the detect magic, I think, right?
Oh,
I think
well,
so.
I
You
mean,
just said it was just an iron
that makes
box with a.
Yep.
Is it a padlock or is the lock like embedded into the
Embedded
box?
inside, so it's you can't even like
It's
hack
magically
it off.
sealed.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I mean, you can, but I don't think you. I'll tell you, you wouldn't find anything because the check
If we
magic
had-
was already there.
If we had Armin, it would have been open a long time ago.
True.
But you know what?
I don't
We
know.
also-
It's magic.
We also wouldn't have axe beaks though.
I mean, I've got thieves' tools. I could try.
But
I
it's,
will
the
tell
thing is,
you.
it's magically sealed, right? So we would need to either dispel that, find someone who could dispel that, or somehow overcome the magic.
Well, like, so I didn't know if it was magically, because there's a difference between magically sealed and magically locked. Magically locked just normally means like,
I'm sorry, it's magically locked.
so that normally means like the tumblers move magically or something, and the DC for lock picking it is normally higher. But if it's like sealed, then lock
I
picking
see.
doesn't do anything.
This says. This
I guess
has
what we're
no
wondering
key-
is,
this
can
has
we
no-
try to lockpick it?
This is no keyhole handle or outside mechanism.
There,
Using all
okay.
There
standard
we go.
non-magical means of opening it, like lockpicking, impossible. But it could
So
be
it's-
broken open with a strength check. But
This is a dispel, or we need to hit it with something stronger at some point. So
It's the lockless box from
Well, I suggest we all go hit the
the
gym.
Kingkiller books.
But I don't know. Kavik can probably think of something in the future. Maybe he can just make a blowtorch and just through the top.
Just transform my wand into a blowtorch. Let me get the blowtorch function going.
Yeah,
do
just
you have a
can
blowtorch function for your wand?
you just like R&D that real quick?
Anybody got heat metal?
Why don't we load it onto? Why don't we get something, load it onto one of the axe beaks, and get onto this? Yeah. It seems like it's the next thing. Do we have anything else to do here?
Well, we do.
I
It's
think
going
we're
to take
waiting.
some time
waiting for our
us
money.
to, yes, receive payment for the cauldron. One
that
night.
should be ready tomorrow, and it should be 400 gold apiece to us.
It's evening right now,
Yes.
so you could potentially wait the night and receive it tomorrow. Yes.
But we're getting it in gemstones.
I'll have to double check on that. They said they could pay a larger sum, but I didn't want to make the city destitute.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, then, I mean, we got on a boat, fought a giant skeleton. It's been a long day.
Yeah, big day, big day.
Big day.
If you don't need me to try and open a box anymore, think I'll turn in.
All right. I might run one more errand before I pack it up, but I'll meet you all back at the inn.
Are you all right on your own, or do you need some company?
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just going to putter around a bit. Maybe revisit that shop. A couple more things I saw in there that I kind of fancied.
How much art do I have to update?
If you put that feathered boa on my art, I will never forgive you.
Can I put the hat?
Not on me.
You 100% with the hat.
Okay.
Oh, I did it again. I was broadcasting what I was looking up to everyone. Sorry, guys. Everyone.
Oh wow. The secrets.
I didn't see anything.
We solved your ice puzzle.
Well, that's good.
All right.
We
Gray's
won
gonna-
D&D.
Gray's gonna get dinner and eat in his room. That's
Okay.
the rest of my day, y'all. So take it away. Simple man. Simple pleasures.
I was
Um,
going to sort of putter around and see if the town had any kind of like aviary or a place with a bunch of birds that carry letters and stuff.
Oh.
Sure.
Maybe this bird transforms into a human, and we don't learn about that till the end.
And it's my mom the whole time.
Here's the interesting thing.
Was your mom the were-raven?
No, she wasn't the bird, but she
Oh.
was a bird.
Instead of saying, give me a survival check, give me a charisma check to see how well you do with mingling with the locals, to see if you can
Ugh,
suss out whether something's there or not.
Sarah, a benevolent and kind DM indeed.
I try.
Alrighty, that is going to be a 17.
Yes, you find someone that, calls you dearie and, directs you to a place with a bunch of pigeons. Kinda down near the stables as well. So, in that general direction, all the birds and horses.
Perfect. Is there sort of a bird keeper?
I guess you could call him Leaves.
Well, hello, Leaves. Good afternoon.
Hello.
I was curious, just looking at these pigeons. Are there any of these that are for sale that I might take off your hands?
For sale, my pigeons.
You said, is that a no?
Well, why would you want a pigeon? Are you going to eat it?
Oh, no. I have a friend in 10 Towns that I've been wishing to get in communique with.
I can send
And
a
I'll
pigeon.
be on... Yes, but I'm going to be leaving the city soon. So I was hoping that I could take the bird with me. Honestly, name your price.
Well, this one's a little fat. You can have this one. 2 gold for the pigeon?
It can still fly, correct?
Not so fast? Yes?
Well, let's say 4 gold for a better pigeon. Perhaps that speckled one over there. It looks fun.
The speckled one's my favorite.
All right. I couldn't make you part with your favorite. The one maybe with the more purplish head there, then.
The purplish head or the greenish head. Kind of looks different in the light. The purple...
Okay, then. Well, it's not purple, so we'll say 3 gold for the greenish head one.
Alright. Sounds fair. Do you need a bag?
No. Maybe a cage?
Oh. Right. And he'll look around and, he doesn't have an individual cage for the pigeon. They're all in one cage. So, he gets like this basket
You know
with
what?
a lid. Like a picnic
You know what?
basket.
That changed my mind. I'll take the fat one so that I can kind of hold on to it. I'll take the 2 gold fat one and I'll just walk away without a cage. How does that sound?
Do you want this picnic basket?
Sure.
For the fat one? I'm confused.
I am too. No, I'm going to go back to the greenish haired one. 3 gold for that and the picnic basket, and I'll take my leave, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Alright, you two. And he hands it over. He catches the pigeon, shoves it into the picnic basket, and hands it to you.
Very well. Tip my Sunday best hat.
Yep.
And I'll head back to the inn. I'm gonna do one more thing before I go to sleep. But if anyone else has anything they want to do, now I gotta name this bird.
You always have pets. Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Kavik is
I'm-
going to be having a few drinks at the bar. And he's gonna be looking quite nervous. And after he has a couple of his drinks, he'll pay for his drinks. Maybe Sarah can tell me how much those would cost in a moment. And then he starts kind of meandering through the streets, keeping mostly to the side or to the shadows and jumping at small noises. He looks frightened, really. And so he's going to just kind of make a circuitous route around the inn, just making sure that he's not being followed, or that there's not anything watching. And then he'll go back inside the inn and go back up to his room.
Would I have been able to notice Kavik leaving the inn late at night as I was I was probably in the main room just carving in the corner.
Kavik, would you be trying to be stealthy about it, or would you just
just leaving the inn in general?
Yeah.
For leaving the inn, no, I'd probably just walk right out the door.
Okay.
But once I'm outside,
I'm a curious sort. I would like to attempt to follow him around, stealthing, just to see what he's up to.
And Kavik, what's your passive perception? Because you're not actively looking for something, are you?
My passive perception is a 10.
Okay.
That is a 23 stealth check.
Woo. Okay, I don't think anyone can really beat that easily. So, Kavik, you don't seem to notice this large warforged following you around because you're too afraid of the little squeaks and bumps in the night. So, you keep jumping at the shadows, but you don't notice this farewell got up from her things and kind of sauntering behind you a little.
And eventually I'll make my way back to the inn, and I'll warm up by the fire in the main common room before I go up to my room.
You owe the barkeep 1 gold, and farewell, would you be following Kavik back into the inn, or just seeing if he's in the common room? Like, would you make your presence known to him then?
Once he went in, I would wait a couple seconds, like pretending I was out doing something else, and then come back in and just sit down and go back to carving. Okay. If he notices me, then that would be that.
Okay.
I do notice farewell, and in fact, you see one of my eyes kind of grow a little bit, and my eyebrow raises. I'll reach into my pocket and take out my wee sketchbook, and I'll start making a lot more notes on it. Every once in a while, I'll kind of be like tapping my pen on top of the notebook, and then I'll scribble some more, looking over at farewell, and just this goes on for, I don't know, maybe about 45 minutes.
Okay. Evander, anything you'd be doing in this time while Kavik is furiously sketching in his notebook?
I'd be looking up, just scanning the room, see what everybody's in there is doing, but I'm not paying particular attention to him. Just letting him do his thing while I'm carving away at my little dog-shaped thing at the moment.
Very artistic. So, Evander, anything you'd be doing?
No. Evander would have just went to his room and would have been kind of chuckling to himself.
Okay.
That's it. He's had a long day.
Okay. Anji, I think we're back to you. Is there anything? What else did you want to accomplish for the evening? Should I say?
Yes. After grabbing a quick drink and maybe a small bite to eat, I'm going to go back up to my room and, first of all, go ahead and it's been 3 days, so I'm going to go ahead and drop another 50 gold into old Banu's pocket.
Okay.
And then
Thank you
I'm
for
going
your
to...
payment. It has been processed. We appreciate your timeliness on this matter.
That tone never gets less chilling. Going to write a quick letter to our old friend Ronaldo from
Okay.
Renshire.
Bryn Shander.
Thank you.
From Portugal.
From Portugal. My favorite 10 towns, Portugal. The letter basically says, hello, Ronaldo. This is Anji. I hope you remember me from the small party that joined in your seance just under a week ago. Hopefully your quest to find your son has proved more fruitful since. How has your new life been treating you? I'm ever so curious. And if you have any difficulty with your current state, do let me know. I would love to keep in touch and perhaps offer a helping hand if need be, should things get a little in the red. Yours, Anji.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to send the green head off.
Okay.
I'll name him eventually. To Brynshire.
Okay. It doesn't reach Brynshire, it reaches Brynchander, but eventually, probably. You don't know. We'll see.
It goes the wrong way at
It goes the wrong
first.
way at first.
Oh, they
I'm
meant Bryn
sorry,
Shander.
I meant Brynshander. Go left.
It
Go
zooms
left.
past you in the other direction. Alright, so it heads west, and it flies out of sight. Dry.
I did think of something that I want to do. Mostly because Gray doesn't have really a need for money, but I thought of a need for my money. Can I get in here? Can I get us a dog sled and a dog or two needed to pull it? Because we need something to carry all of our crap, including the big metal iron box.
It's
And
not
possibly camping
It's not
gear and stuff.
heavy or huge. It's just the size of an uncomfortable shoebox. But yeah, you could latch
Yeah,
in
but
some
I'm thinking that, and we're like going out, and we're eventually going to not spend a night in a town. So I'm
Okay.
thinking like I'm gonna get tents, I'm gonna get camping gear, and all of that stuff weighs a lot. Put all that on the sled for us.
Okay. Inside the axe beaks.
The axe beaks, I imagine since they're more like individual horses, they have like saddlebags, but I don't know if they can carry a whole like folded up tent on it. I'm just trying to be realistic.
Let me look it up.
Because they're also going to be, because they're carrying us
large.
and all of our adventure gear.
They're large.
Right, but
It's gonna be like a horse. You're right. So you kind of want like a cart kind of thing inside the horse. I guess.
yeah, and I imagine that they don't have carts, they have sled. Yeah.
Yes, but that's kind of what I'm thinking it akin to. Okay. Yeah.
Don't put
give
the
me-
sled before the dog.
Exactly. Give me either a survival or a charisma check to see what you can.
Oh,
roll.
survival, please.
Okay.
23.
Okay. You think that everything's by the stable, because why not? So you go down to the stables, and you find out that there are some dogs there, some huskies. There are a couple puppies there, like 3 puppies roughhousing. And then there's about, let me see how many pull a sled.
Yeah, do they have pups that aren't puppies?
They got ones that are puppies, but they do have about 10 that look capable of pulling a sled. But let me see how many it takes to actually pull a sled.
I'm hoping it's like 2.
Probably more like 10.
But not for
It's
a
not
sled
like
that
a
carries
big
people.
sled. It's like a red wheelbarrow sled, you know,
Yeah.
like
A radio flyer sled.
Okay. We'll say that it doesn't say how many. So I'm just gonna say 6. Pull a sled. I'm gonna make
And
that
they'll
an
be able
arbitrary number.
and they will keep up with the axe beaks.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, as the guy there, I will tell you what dog sleds can do. Do you know, whatever your name is, what's your name, sir?
Sir Gray.
Sir Gray. Nice to meet you. How great of you to inquire about my dog's sled. An empty sled costs 20 gold pieces, weighs 300 pounds, and has room at the back for one driver, but can fit all your accommodations.
Right.
A sled dog costs 50 gold pieces and can pull up to 360 pounds. So never mind. You would need 2 dogs for a sled.
So the dogs are 50, the sled is 20?
The dogs are 50 each.
So
Plus we
the
gotta
sled
feed
is
them.
100.
I'm aware.
Can't just ignore them this time.
Yep. Okay.
All
right.
And also, sled dogs must take a short rest after we'll say for an hour. Otherwise, they gain 1 level of exhaustion.
All right.
If you're running them full speed,
Is that how often is that short rest needed?
If you're running them an hour, but if you're just walking with them like at a regular pace, I'll say
our regular travel pace.
Yeah, I'll say that they can walk with you.
Okay.
All right.
But if you're trying to mush them, then it will definitely take that level of exhaustion.
Mush.
Yeah.
Gee.
So can I give you a quick little shopping list, Sarah?
Yes, go for it.
I'm gonna get us a dog sled.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get 2 dogs. They're gonna be my dogs. And though none of you are there, the entire time that this guy is talking to Gray, it's like arms folded, very, very stoic. When he goes to show Gray the dogs, it's very like staring right down at it to see which dogs get scared of him. And then if there's one that isn't, he gets down on one knee and he goes, "Hey, girl." He gives it a pet and then a scritch underneath the
She didn't back away from you. There are 2 dogs there. One is a boy, and he kind of looks you in the eye warily. The girl that you kneel down to didn't back away, but started pawing at her face a little and kind of like lays down in front of you.
When she lays down, he goes to like full body pets.
Yep. And the boy at this point comes up and starts sniffing your other hand.
Banded pets. I'll
hate
take
to
them.
part with them, but they're yours. For the 120 gold with the sled.
I got names?
Number 1 and number 2, you name them what you want though.
Alright.
They're quick learners, so they'll respond.
Uno and dos.
Yeah.
He looks at the boy. Says, "You're gonna be alt." And he looks at the girl. And he goes, "You're gonna be teal."
Okay.
ALT and TIEL.
TIEL.
I'll get some feed for them.
Mm-hmm. You hit him, you think that you could provide fresh meat for them if you hunted in the wild, but right now you can get some dried jerky and some fresh meat for them. So about we'll say 3 days rations for them right now.
Sure, how much is that?
That's gonna be another 10 gold for both of them. So 10 gold together. So you just need to give another 10 gold.
Okay, and you said 3 days ration?
We'll go with 7 for 10 actually. So
7.
got a
Okay.
week.
And then the last thing that I'm gonna get, Sarah, is I'm gonna get the group 2 2-person tents. That covers everyone except the robot. Or at least it covers everyone except someone that's doing a watch.
Okay.
So you'll rotate out.
Okay. So you need 2 2-person tents. Okay.
Yes. And that's because I know that's more than I
Yeah.
can carry, because tents are
That's-
weighty. So
That's better,
fine.
Ink. We can't just constantly shove Farewell out into the snow.
I was more so I wanted to make the joke about the robot, but it's more there will always be someone that takes a
Yeah,
watch, I'm
fair
sure,
enough, fair
so they won't be sitting in a tent.
Fair enough. Done and done. And the tents will cost you... Let me see. That's in here. You already have cold weather clothing. Let's see. We'll go 10 gold for the tents, too. Is that okay? So let's see.
10 each or 10 for both?
10 for both.
Okay, so that'll bring my to 150?
Yep.
Done.
Okay. Thank
Alright.
you kindly. And he gives you leashes for the dogs and shows you how to hook them up to the sled and everything. And you have ample room for yourself, the tent, and a couple other packs, so.
Do they follow simple commands like sit, stay, come?
Yes. Mush.
Alright.
There.
Yeah.
They're frightfully smart animals, so they'll learn quickly with you. If you're good, man.
And
If you're bad,
Mas-
may the hells come back and punish you for it.
anyone that's rude to a couple pups deserves the deepest lair.
I agree.
Mastiff stats?
Actually, wolf stats.
Wolf stats?
Yes.
Hey now.
Yeah, they're huskies.
That's true. Alright. I'm just adding them to my extras and I'm naming them
Sure.
in there. So I can totally keep track of their HP and everything.
Good, good, good. Thank you. Do you want a sheet in Roll20? Would that help, or?
I got it's all on Gray's D&D Beyond character, so
Okay,
it's
cool.
all in one place.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, thank you. That is what he actually ends up doing, and then he goes to bed.
Okay.
He brings the dogs into his room.
Into the room. Awesome. So, you feed them some victuals, and, they,
Walks right past the no pets allowed sign.
Yeah. I'll sleep right next to you. Kind of paw at the rug on the floor. Turn around a couple times and sleep right next to you, there. Teal jumps up on the bed, flops her belly up, and falls asleep at your feet.
They get pets all the entire time, and he just runs himself in dogs.
Nice.
Hearing the sound of paws and tiny taps
Yep.
walk through the halls.
Yes, you can, because I know that sound very well.
Evander would reach down to the bag of tricks and pull out a ball and sit on his bed and toss it in the room.
Roll 1d8, please.
It's gonna be a 5.
You summon a panther.
Cool.
Hey there. I need you to watch both the door and the window while I sleep. If someone comes and tries to do any harm to me, someone comes that I'm not expecting, make sure I'm up, alright?
It kind of nuzzles the back of your hand with its head and walks over to the door and kind of just sits there like a cat.
Good.
Starts licking its paw.
And that's all.
Okay. Anyone have anything else you want to add for the evening?
Kavik is going to
the rest of
finish.
the. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I would like to
Tom's
investigate the
first.
cauldron that is in my room.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
I want to make sure it actually does what the hag says it does. So if I have to go outside and gather snow and just experiment with it for, a couple hours, then I'll do that.
Sure.
That is a 12 for investigation.
Okay, well, it takes you a couple trips to get the snow. But, once you, get the, let's see, what does it say? Sorry, it's an appendix, of course.
I just want to make sure it doesn't actually require people. Adjust water.
Okay, so you melt the snow, and it takes you a little while for you to get it right. And the first couple times you don't do anything, you just kind of watch the snow in the pot. The second time you kind of shake it. The third time you kind of stir it. And after you stir it for 1 minute, it transforms into a hearty hot stew, which can feed up to 4 people per gallon. And mind you, this is a 30-gallon stew pot.
Does it fill up as much as water I put? Like, does it only make as much water as I put in there, or does it fill up all the way, no matter how much water I put in there?
It fills up all the
I'm
way
just
no matter how
curious.
much. I'm gonna say it fills up all the way no matter. Like, you put in some water, like a handful of snow, it melts, you stir it, and then it fills all the way up to the top. So,
I was like, well, what am I gonna do now?
it
I
remains
got on
hot.
this stew and I don't eat.
It does remain hot in the cauldron, but the stew naturally cools once removed. But the cauldron remains safe to touch, in spite of the heat of the stew.
All right.
You notice that
I'm gonna
you can only create the stew 3 times, and then it stops.
Well, I would only be able to create it once if it filled up all the way.
Okay.
Because I don't have anywhere to put this stuff.
True.
But I will leave it in there overnight just to see if it evaporates or disappears magically.
Okay.
And I'll just go back and carving my figurine.
Okay.
With the pot full of stew in my room.
Smells delicious.
I wouldn't know.
Back to Kavik, if we can.
Mhm.
Kavik has now been scribbling and sketching for maybe an additional maybe hour or two down in the common room. And then he just kind of takes a huge, exhausted sigh of relief with a big old grin on his face. And he takes several pages, at least 10 pages, and tears them carefully out of his book and folds them into a packet and wraps an unmarked sheet around it and tucks in the corner so it's in a nice little envelope. And he will go up to the rooms and he will write a small message on the outside of the envelope and kind of knock on Farewell's door and then leave that there for them and then head to his room.
Farewell, you hear a knock at your door because you do not sleep.
Is it like underneath the door or just in front outside?
Just in front.
Yeah, I'll crack it open, look around. Maybe look down. Yeah. I think I'm perceptive.
Do you actually look down?
Yeah.
I probably do, because you never know if there's small people. I'm quite tall. Maybe it's a dwarf or a halfling or a gnome. Maybe it's Angie. I don't know. So I probably would look down and pick up the paper and then disappear back into the room.
On the outside of the envelope, you see a scrawled message, in fairly readable handwriting. It says, "Was thinking about the way we communicate with you. Came up with this idea."
I'll open it up to see what's inside. Just curious.
So you see about 10 pages of notes, front and back, and sectioned off into kind of smaller squared areas. And each square area has like a word or a phrase. And then there is small drawings of hands on it, and arrows showing like directional movement. And Kavik has constructed a very basic, not comprehensive in any way, but a very basic sort of sign language for Farewell to utilize in case they have more, maybe some more complex ideas than their cards are able to do, and also in case someone can't mind meld with you in order to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and she'll slowly put aside the woodworking equipment and spend the rest of the time not tinkering with the pot, just poring over the pages and seeing what's in there.
Cool. Cool, guys. And as the night, except for Farewell, as the night brings you all over to sleep and Farewell pores over her newfound notes, that's where we're going to take a break for the evening. Perfect time. So, we'll see you in a couple minutes. We'll be back. Gotta refill our beverages and go and run around the house. Who knows what we do? Whatever. Yeah, cardio. And we'll be back in 5 to 7 minutes. Be right back.
Not Karen.
Not Karen,
Not
and we're back.
Karen.
And we're back. On that note, we're back. So everyone has gone down for the night. If not sleeping, then resting or reading. Reading, I guess. And yeah, brighter light comes in. I can't say dawn, but brighter light sort of illuminates the room, and the panther dissipates into nothingness, and you hear the sound of clattering from the main room, and breakfast smells. So the day is yours.
Well, I'm going to get Alt and TL to be like, up. I immediately make sure to check them to make sure they do their sit, their stay.
Mhm.
Their sit, their stay, their cub.
They also have to potty. They're scratching at the door.
All right. Well, they gotta be able to do their sit, their stay, their wait, and then
Oh,
we
yeah.
will go potty. So they
Okay.
get their little treat,
They're
and then
sitting,
they will
and they're staying,
Okay.
and they're waiting. They're kind of looking at
Okay.
you.
come. And he will take their leashes and he will go walk them outside to
Okay.
potty.
Yep. They're very obedient. Seem to like you. Playfully nip at each other a little.
You gonna take a
watches
bag
them.
or something?
No. Ice. It's ice and snow, and plastic is horrible for the environment. And
I use
paper is
bio.
and
I'll have
paper's
to
hard
come
to
up with
come
some
by.
biodegradable bags for you.
I mean, yeah.
All
Okay.
right. The rest of you, do you come downstairs?
Of course, put her on downstairs, grab a bite to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You see
I
Gray.
do.
You see Gray sitting at a table with two giant huskies next to him.
They can lay down under the table.
Okay,
I
lay
sit on
down.
the opposite. I sit on the opposite side of the table, like
Okay.
away from the dogs.
But Gray, I don't know how to ask if those dogs are yours or if you just haven't noticed them or if they live here and you're just hanging out, but they're two dogs.
No, these are mine. No. Figured we're gonna have a lot of stuff. And we might end up being caught, like in that blizzard, if we're ever caught outside of a town and we need to sleep. Got us some tents, got us a sled, and these two to pull it. Not to mention tracking, intimidation.
Yes.
He reaches down. He's like, while he's talking, he's scratching one of them behind the ears. So it seems very much like he gets something else out of it.
Well, they are friendly to us, right?
Like, sure.
Okay. I'll tentatively
Come here.
sort of reach my hand up towards the nearest one.
No, not like
Good
that.
doggy.
No. Palm.
Okay.
Palm up.
All right.
So Teal comes over, the one by that was being scratched by Gray, lifts her head up and kind of looks over and starts licking your hand.
Oh, okay. That's very sweet, dog. Okay. Question answered. They are very kind. I'm gonna sort of pat it, and then go on and take a seat next to Kavik.
Okay.
Girl.
Farewell and Evander. You saunter downstairs and see a round table, a one table with Kavik and Anji at one end, and Gray and two large dogs at the other.
A question before I come down. I'm gonna check on the soup. Is it still there
No. Wait, no. Let
in
me
the
make
cauldron?
sense. Let me make sense. Let me check.
Right. Is it a
The
disappear after
cauldron
24
burps.
hours? Is it a disappear after 24 hours, or is it a disappears at dawn kind of thing?
Does that mean
May
that when
not even
people eat
disappear.
it, does that mean when
Oh,
I'm
people
wondering
eat
the
it,
same
that it
thing.
disappears from inside their
When it
stomachs?
It's
It's like a
It's all
cauldron.
empty
If in cauldron,
calories.
will disappear
It's-
after. If
you
in
didn't empty
stomach,
any of it out, right?
no.
It's still full.
Okay.
Nice.
Would I know with my investigation like what is going on, or would I just not know? That's just still there.
Give me an Arcana check.
11.
You think it's a magical property, that why it's still there? What was your specific question though?
Would I know if it's going to disappear
Oh,
after some time, or is it just there like a normal soup would be?
it's there. You wouldn't know, Matt, like with the check per se, but you're noticing that it hasn't gone away, it hasn't dissipated, and maybe once it empties, might refill kind of thing. Like, it's not gonna go away magically because it's been like 8 hours, so doesn't seem like it's moving yet.
Okay, I'll just see if I can ask somebody downstairs. I mean, they're going to find it eventually. So,
Okay.
so I'm just going to leave it at, and go downstairs.
Okay.
– Great.
So we see the dogs and everybody
Yes.
at breakfast.
We have dogs now.
Apparently.
I
Yes,
got
but
us.
don't worry, they're
some-
very sweet. They'll lick your hand.
I'll reach down and attempt to scratch one under the chin.
You know you're made of wood, right?
Yeah.
I'm not made of wood. Not
Oh.
entirely.
I'm just wondering if
Oh.
these
Never mind.
do
Sorry.
wolves smell
Like I'm big and made of metal.
I'm very
just-
tall, but not
I just smell. I
big.
just smell like a person.
Are you trying to be friendly to them?
It's a cologne.
Yeah, I mean, I'll crouch down a little bit, not
Alt
just sort of.
kind of stands up on his feet and kind of looks at you sidewise. Teal comes over with her tail between her legs, curious, but like, okay, if Master says you're friendly, I guess you're okay, and kind of gives her tail a small wag and sniffs at you.
I'll give him a pat and a scratch, but obviously understanding I don't smell like people.
Exactly.
I don't have skin.
Alt kind of
Well-
Alt is okay, kind of neutral, like doesn't approach you, but Teal is trying to give you a little wag.
Well, while I am a fully grown man with my own money, and I can buy whatever I want, I figured it would be helpful. I got us a sled. I got us some tents.
And this giant lollipop, because I'm a
this-
responsible man.
And I got this really nice John Deere tractor.
I
Home Depot.
got us a green egg barbecue pit.
I got us a George Foreman grill.
It's got a smoker attachment.
A smoker
It's so-
attachment to a
it's
George
so
Foreman
good.
grill.
That'd be
It's
amazing.
so
Like
good.
the George Foreman grill is this big,
Now-
and the smoker is like the
Sarah,
size.
I
Sarah,
saw
retcon,
this really
retcon.
weird. I saw this really weird merchant. He sold me this thing called an air fryer. Now I don't know how you fry with just air, but he said that you can make so many different things with it. I got a crock pot, got a
Oh my
magic
God.
bullet.
All of y'all
Got-
give yourself
got,
another DM's advantage, because you all are hilarious. So you made me cry a little, so good job, y'all.
Hooray, we're funny.
Yep.
Yay!
And for Kavak, I got an easy bake oven.
It's Kavik.
But for
Kavik,
Kavak,
like- Kavik, like havoc.
Kavak
Kavak.
got an easy bake oven. Kavik got a crock pot.
Well, I see that these will
I
be
don't know why
very
I do it.
helpful
I'm sorry.
tools.
It's not me trying to be mean. I don't know why I do it. My throat doesn't want to make those vowel sounds together.
I mean, time is wasting, is it not? There seems to be a few things we need to set in order before we go stop the items from falling into the wrong hands. Yes.
That's right. Let's go. Time's a wasting. Kill witches, get money.
Right.
Right. So, 2 things we need to do, correct? The payment, yes, and getting all of our things ready.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'll go on down to the stables then. If anyone wants to join me, I'll get the axe beaks ready, and we can. Gray, if you'd like to join me, we can
That's
set
me.
up
Yeah.
Alt and Teal. Is that what you said their names were?
TL.
TL. Okay, and
It's
get the
fine.
sled
I can't
set
even
up.
pronounce Kavik's name right half the time. You can mispronounce the dog's name. I won't get mad.
Oh, perfect. Why not? Evander, why don't you just go get the payment, and then we'll handle getting set up, and by the time you meet us, we'll be ready to go.
Sure. We should also have the cauldron moved to the new location, just so they have that on available, easy access.
And it's on the way to the stables, so it's absolutely perfect.
Issue.
Oh, what's going on, Farewell?
What's the
What
problem?
kind of issues?
You gotta pick it up.
It's heavy.
How to get it there?
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Farewell? Timmy's
can-
down the well.
We can load it on the sled I got. Makes it nice and easy.
I just start motioning everybody up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll follow. Curious?
And open the door to my room, and everybody can see that the pot is full.
And it smells
Oh.
delicious.
The whole thing is full, or just the amount that she had put in previously?
She put in like a cup of water or something, I believe.
I think she said she put in like a
probably-
gallon. So
Oh, gallon.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I went outside and I got like my cloak full of snow, and then I dumped it in and waited for it to melt. So snow melts down. So probably 1 liter, 2 liters.
Haha,
so half a
you made
gallon.
in measurements. Okay.
I was like, oh no,
Half a gallon?
Yeah.
metric.
Half a gallon. You find
Half a gallon.
30 gallons.
About this.
Okay, so you put in half a gallon of water. You find 30 gallons of stew in there.
It's so
I
much
love
stew.
this.
whoa.
What'd you
Oh
say?
my.
Is there a way to cap a cauldron? I guess not. Hey, does everyone have a thermos?
Saran wrap.
Well, you know what?
Put
Why
some cling
don't
film
we
on
do
top of that
this?
bad boy.
I'm just having an idea. Why don't we do this? It's going to take a little bit of effort, but we can haul this downstairs. We can open up a little pop-up shop while the vendor grabs our payment. We can just hand this out as advertisement for the new soup kitchen.
Sure.
Make some coin while you're at it. A little bit.
Why not? Pay what you can.
How's the inn owner going to like about you selling food to other people in his inn?
We'll take it down a couple blocks. Also, are we ever coming back here? I don't know. We can go to a different inn. There's plenty of places.
Screw 'em.
All right.
We have to do something with this soup. We can dump it out or feed
Kavik
the
tosses
people,
the
Greg.
TV out the window into the pool.
What if I took my water skin and
You can do that.
Oh, well, yes. Take
Disgusting.
some for yourself.
we need to like get a thermos?
But this is now
We need a
30
thermos bag of holding.
gallons. This is now 30 gallons of liquid food. It's real heavy.
Yep.
We're not
I
going to be able
pointed-
to lift it.
I pointed to Evander and Angie, and I go like, point at the pot, like,
Something to do magically with it.
I'm just gonna link.
Yeah, just go ahead.
How long are you linked for?
4 hours now.
Okay.
Wow.
oh wow.
Within
So you
4
hear in
miles
this-
of each other.
In this crackling voice, I believe only Angie has heard this before. It's like a bad record, a bad, really old recording.
Welcome to the best
And
show
you
in
hear-
town.
Magic check.
Well, I mean, we saw it is magical. Magic to check for what? A way to stop it or empty it or?
Disappear over time.
be honest, I'm losing the voice. There we
Oh,
are.
your audio went out.
It's all right. I was losing Evander's voice somewhere in there.
Oh.
Have you tried emptying it manually? Perhaps it will just empty.
No, eat. And I motion to around me, like, there's no bowls, there's no, like, I don't have a canteen with me, like,
There's a-
where am I gonna put this?
Are we on the first or second floor?
Second floor. There's a basin and a like a pot, chamber pot. That's it.
Evander's just gonna try and just like dump a little bit on the floor.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oops.
Give me. It's like 50 pounds, so.
Well, neither have been used. Either the chamber pot nor the wash basin have been used. So, I mean, they're both clean and empty.
Do you want to
It
knock
was.
this onto the floor? Give me a strength check to see
Yeah.
how much you knock it.
Oh no.
No. Let's just take it out of here and do the shop
God
thing.
just
Get
said
our
it was
money
50
and
pounds.
the gray in me
13.
is like, please.
You knock a good. Let me try this. 4 liters onto the ground.
Does
You
it
tip
go
it
back
over a little.
It's so much.
And it comes up. What'd you say, Nate?
I was asking if it refills.
It does not refill.
All right, wonderful
I've
experiment.
got a plan. It could be a bit risky. So, here's my plan. We go downstairs and find ourselves like a watering trough for animals. Give it a nice, wipe off. And we also find a few barrels that are waterproof. Then we hang the trough outside of the window and we tip the cauldron so that the stew pours down the trough into the barrel.
Great,
I'm
I'm not the
figure this
strongest woman on the planet, but I'm willing to try and help you just lift this up and carry it down the stairs.
How, Sarah?
Yes.
How much does it weigh with the stew in it?
Like 50, 60 pounds.
Okay.
That's it?
Oh, wait, it weighs 30 pounds. Yeah, it weighs
Yeah.
30 pounds as a pot. So,
Okay.
with stew in it, I'm not sure how much stew weighs.
Is it less than 240 pounds?
Yes, quite.
I'm just gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm very
an idea.
strong. I'm going to just take it.
I'll
and
spot
I'm
you
gonna-
from behind.
Okay. Because Gray's like, I want to get my money and go. So I love that. I
It weighs
love
50 pounds and holds
I
30
love
gallons.
the Rube Goldberg machine.
We're gonna say it weighs like 100 pounds, but you can still lift it.
Yes, I
Okay.
can lift that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
So
chip
I'm
in as
gonna-
well, because I'm decently strong.
I'm gonna
I'm
say the two
walking
of you
5
can-
feet ahead of them, yelling at when steps happen.
Okay.
You know, and like opening doors and stuff.
And I'm gonna basically, here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna go to the innkeeper or whoever's chef in the morning.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, have you started any like morning soup or lunch or anything yet?
Well, not yet. We got stew on the menu for dinner, but that's not ready yet. All
You
the
got an
teal
empty-
have
now.
run over and are starting to lick up the food.
You got an empty pot?
Yeah, we got plenty of pots.
Bring it out. We got your stew done for you already.
He's gonna insight check.
I'm holding a giant.
I know, but he
Cauldron
doesn't
of
know where you got the stew from.
While this is happening, Evander mage hands and just like scoops a bunch of soup up in that hand, which I imagine, given the length of his fingers, is actually
Yeah, quite
a
a
decent amount.
fair amount.
He's just gonna start
But
heading
it starts
to the...
dribbling through the fingers, though.
He's just gonna start heading to the magistrate's office to go and collect the money. He's just gonna like
Okay.
sip some soup as he walks.
Okay, that's kind of gross.
Gray will be like, look, it's not bad or anything. I'll literally have some in front of you right now.
All right, you eat some stew and I'll consider serving it.
He'll ask for a bowl.
Mhm.
He's literally gonna. I'm so sorry. He's gonna just pour it in the fucking slit of the
Okay.
helmet.
Okay, fair enough. He looks at you and kind of feed it to your dog.
He puts a bowl on the ground. Says, "Wait."
They sit. They're saying.
Okay.
They both rush over to the bowl and start eating it. Kind of goes, all right, I'll take your free mysterious stew. And he dips a finger in and not half bad. Take it in the back. There's a big,
All right.
There's a big pot back there. Just pour it in. You're a big enough fellow.
Yep.
So you do that, and I believe
Glug, 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 glug.
Evander's is going to go get the payment, right?
Yep.
Okay. Evander, you make it to the town hall, and the fellow that was there to greet you when you came in the first time, the glorified secretary, he is not there. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's a 8.
You can still see that the chair has been knocked over, and there are papers all around the desk.
What do the papers say? Are they like clerical stuff
Yeah.
or
Just regular papers. Blank papers, clerical papers, papers with numbers.
does it look like there was like a struggle in the room?
You don't know. It just looks like the chair's knocked over and there are papers everywhere.
Hello? Is there anyone here? Does anyone respond?
No response.
I'll walk back to where the office was, and I'll poke my head in and see if I see anyone.
Okay. You go to the guy's off the speaker's office, the guy, Speaker Wayland's office, and he's not there. Looks like his chair's pushed back from his desk really far.
Can I walk around to the other side and see if there's anything between the chair and the desk?
Yes. There's nothing there. Just looks like if I stood up abruptly, my chair would be really far behind me.
And is
Wait,
his
he
room
has a
is
rolling
similarly-
chair?
Yes, he's got a rolly chair.
Nice.
I just mean it's
That's
pushed
awesome.
back behind him.
I was gonna invent a rolly chair.
You still can't.
You just invented second.
This is.
There's no inventing second. There's
So-
inventing, and then there's copying.
Invented first somewhere else.
Wasn't calculus discovered relatively near the same time too? Like on different sides of the earth. Anyway, continue, Amanda.
That's not my area. Sorry to interrupt.
There, and so these rooms where I've been in, there's been just scattering of papers. Looks like they just got up and left abruptly. Is there any signs of like forced entry? Like, are there like windows broken or like a door off the hinges or anything like that?
Let me show you something. I'll bring you to a map, because that's not ominous at all. All of you are there, but you're really not. So, Vander, you are okay, that first, that first room is where, I told you there was like a little staircase up kind of thing.
Yeah.
The guy was sitting in here, the glorified secretary. And you go into this room back here, and this is where the speaker's office was. Give me an investigation check.
Ooh, that's better. That is a 17.
You notice that a strange book on the table. Again, the one that you had yesterday in your hands that looked like gibberish. And then you notice that the door to the other room that you see, looks like something's pressed up against it, so you maybe can't go in.
He'll knock on the door and just,
Hello? Is anyone there?
no
No
answer.
sound.
Can you try and pick up the book and see if it's been tampered with in some way?
Yeah, book looks
Let's see.
intact. Oh no, we lost Jim.
Oh, he switched over to a different audio channel.
Oh, weird.
Then so the door is like budged shut, right? Like it's like been barred.
Not barred, but it feels like there's something up against it.
Could he try to like give it a
Shoulder
good
open.
old
Give me a
yeah?
strength check. You do have DM's advantage, remember? If you want to use that.
I will definitely use that.
Okay.
Oh, that was worse. Best was a 9.
Okay. You can't seem to budge whatever's on the other side as you shoulder into it. You can't seem to budge whatever's on the other side.
Can I try and what's the door made out of?
Wood. Just sturdy wood, but wood.
Can I try and magic missile the door to try and break it?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Well, it's force damage, so pew, 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 just obliterates the top half of this door. They all connect on the missiles, and they just seem to splinter this door. And you look down and you see a chair has been propped up against the door handle, as to make it so you couldn't open the door before.
I'll reach through, knock over the chair, and open the door
Okay.
and look in that next room.
You can move your token if you want.
Oh right, that's a thing I can do.
Okay.
What do I see in this room?
You see, I will read this to you. Low burning lanterns cast a gentle glow upon a tall black object in the center of this room. Although one could easily mistake it for a statue, this object is actually the figurehead of a ship and is carved in the likeness of a winged demon. The demon-shaped figurehead stands 8 feet tall. Shards of wood jut out of the demon's back at the points where the figurehead once attached to the hull of a ship. And because you grew up in Icewind Dale, please give me a history check with advantage. And I'll just show this to you. This is what you see.
Not good. Well, it's alright. 13?
Yeah, that just makes the mark. No, that's the AC 13. Never mind. You do not know what this is. Sorry. I thought it did, but you don't.
That's cool. Can I look at it a little bit further, see if there's any like, because it seems to be the centerpiece of this room. See if it's used for any sort of like function.
Sure. Oh, also, sorry. You see something else as well in this room. Lashed to the figurehead with rope is a scrawny woman who is dripping wet. Her long hair hangs over her face, obscuring it. Sorry, that's an important feature to note. It was on the next page. But do you see her in the picture now that I showed it to you?
Yeah, I was a
Okay.
bit confused.
Yeah, so lashed to the figurehead is that. Oh, that's great.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Can Can I check that if she's alive or not?
How are you checking to see if she's alive or not?
I'll check her pulse. I'll try and give a good old neck.
Okay. So move up to her. And she gives you a wide, toothy grin. And let me see. This is always fun. Why can't I search? There we go. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
It's a natural one.
Oh dear. Roll 1d4.
3.
You are frightened for 1 minute and have aged 30 years.
Oh no!
Over the telepathic link that I have with Farewell, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, I
communicate.
need you to roll initiative.
Wonderful.
Well, you can have your telepathic link first, because this happened.
Bro, we're not there.
I know.
Bro.
I'll just communicate. Shit has gone south at the magistrate's office. Please help. I'm in danger and scared. Go to the back.
You hear affirmative, and then
Damn.
nothing else.
Damn, Farewell's.
Acknowledged.
Nate, we're level 2. Nate, you have the lowest HP.
Yep.
You need to leave.
All right, can I tell the group, or are you gonna do the first? Sorry.
I was making a joke, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Can I tell the group, or are you gonna do the first round first?
I mean,
Great. Give that innkeeper all of our stew. Yes.
I don't know how big his pot was.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. It's kind of fine. I really think it's fine. We're getting paid for the thing anyway.
I wasn't worried about the part where we were getting paid. I just thought it'd be a great advertisement for the soup kitchen if we handed out soup saying this is going to be a new soup kitchen. We're just babbling and bickering until Farewell says a thing.
Do you want me to tell him to... What?
What?
I point to everybody. I count on my hands, and it's like you 1, you 2, you 3, and then which one is missing, and then I point out the door, and I put down my side of the cauldron.
Okay. What silly thing is Kavak occupied with right now? Because I'm pulling you out of your chair.
It's Kavak.
Listen, I know my throat doesn't do it. I don't know why.
I don't mess up your name.
That is so salty.
I'm sorry.
So salty.
Do you think
I start pulling whoever's near me to the door.
Okay.
I don't care if you're coming or not. I start pulling you.
Anji's being pulled toward the door.
I'm coming. Let's go. I'm coming. Come on, you two.
Gray doesn't say it wrong. Dylan can't say it. I don't know why. Please come.
All right. So you are frightened of the white lady currently. Oh help! Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
I'm showing that to Kavik, and I'm as soon as everybody's to the door, I'm booking it like as fast as I can run.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
wait,
to
Farewell, hold on.
the
Carry me.
magistrate's
I can't
office.
run as fast as you.
Can you
I'm
refresh
gone.
me on
Oh boy,
on
Gray!
rules of being frightened? So I can't move towards them, and is
You
that
have to use your movement to get away from them.
yeah.
okay?
Yep. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
You got it.
Let's go with. Let's see how far away this is actually. No, not that button. Sorry. This button. So you're at the White Lady Inn, and you're trying to get to Town Hall. It's only 600 feet away. So I'll say you can get there in.
I have 45 feet of movement,
Okay.
so I'm a little bit faster than the average person.
Okay, so we'll say you get there in 5 turns if you dash. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, I would be dashing.
Okay. And the rest of you it'll take
Yep.
6 turns. We'll say that. Because I don't want it to be like.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Nate is
Goodbye,
going
guys.
to
It was fun
die.
playing Evander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
so-
God, Nate. Good luck.
Leave. Just leave. Just leave.
Well, he's got to. He's
I'm
got
gonna
to
try.
try.
Yeah.
Like he
I'm
has
not
to
first.
try to move away from the object of fear every chance he
No,
gets.
Nate, stand and fight.
No, like he's condition afraid. He has to try to move away. He
Me
cannot
being
get
Nate,
closer.
I am afraid.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
came, face to face with La Llorona.
So we're not getting our money.
We don't know that yet.
I need to, since it's her turn, I need to have you make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Not as good as I want though. 14.
You are currently possessed.
Yes.
The ghost disappeared.
Oh no!
My dream.
You are incapacitated and lose control of your body. The ghost now controls your body, but doesn't deprive you of awareness. Let's see. Retains its alignment, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and immunity to being charmed and frightened. It otherwise uses the statistics, but doesn't get access to your knowledge, class features, or proficiencies. So I'm gonna let you roll.
Basically, you can use your body, but nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but wait.
Yeah, Gray.
Well,
As somebody who was recently possessed in this exact way, I know this.
but can you still communicate with your link? Because that's not your body. That's your mind.
I'm gonna say yes because it's a charisma thing, charisma casting thing. So it has to do with that
Yeah,
aspect
that's still
of it.
good.
So you can't control what you say. So I'm gonna let you roleplay that out as if you were possessed by the White Lady. Who is a ghost that doesn't want other people to know that she's possessing you. So carry on.
Sure. So for clarity, any actions are not really my actions, right? It's at the behest of the White Lady, except for me physically walking around. That I can do of my own free will.
Let me see. I'm gonna put this in.
No.
She has total control of your body
You're a
and
meat
your
puppet.
actions, like your attacks.
Mhm.
But you are aware that you are possessed and that somebody else is controlling your body.
You're
But
locked
she
in,
cannot
basically.
use. But she cannot use things like your spells, or know what you know. She can
Oh.
only use your body to hit stuff.
Good luck to her.
You're
Pick the wrong boy.
Evander punches and breaks his finger.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Thumb on the
Another
outside,
joint.
dude. Thumb.
Thumb on the outside.
So
Very good,
Evander
Captain.
would be like on the link,
Mhm.
just like basically like shouting to Farewell, like, "Don't trust me. My body is not mine.
I don't think you
don't
can say
know.
that.
Oh, I wasn't sure what they
Oh
were going
wait,
on that
mind.
was.
You're right. That's a.
It's
Yeah.
he's
For the
because he's
link
because
part,
he's
not
mind
for the.
melded to.
Yep.
Oh. No, possessed by
He can
ghosts.
because he has independent thought.
I thought you were asking if the mind meld stopped, not if he had control over. Yeah. Yeah,
So he
the
can
body
still.
is completely different. Go for it.
Thank goodness you mind melded.
No.
Yeah.
Could you
So
mind melded with farewell?
yeah, that's that's the crappy thing. But he's just going to say like my my body is not mine. Don't trust me. I don't know what happened. I help. I'm scared.
Okay. It takes you a few
The only thing
moments.
you hear back is affirmative. We're coming.
Oh,
That is
I'm
not
gonna
your
punch that ghost out of you, buddy. I'm very
Punches rides
sorry.
again.
Oh my
And
God.
he's going to wait on the other side of the door in the corner.
Okay, all of you can now make your way into the building if you wish to.
I mean, we're
I
free.
wish
Yeah.
to.
Guess so.
You're over here if you can move yourselves.
All right, I cannot see myself on this map.
It's all black for me.
Cause you're humans. and-
Yes,
I am inside the room.
I am not a human.
Well, you're not a human, but you can't.
I know what you mean,
no.
though. I know what you mean.
Kavik is inside the room.
Well, you
Kavik is there, and Kavik can see.
Okay, well, what can you
Kavik,
guys
Kavik.
what are you guys gonna
Thank-
do for light?
7 highly
Well,
effective
is
habits.
it not lit in here
Me.
already? Like all
There
the
are
lights
no
were out when they
windows.
left?
Oh wait, yeah, there are windows in here. There are no windows in here. I mean, so but light would be in here, I think. So I'll just give you.
But they didn't. They didn't have torches, or they went out or
That's what
something.
I'm saying. The torches would still be lit. It would just be outside.
Okay.
It's lit.
So let me give you. Let me just turn it on. Can you see Farewell?
Oh my God.
Where can you ping me?
Yeah.
No, it is still dark.
Okay.
I will do one of my things. My magical tinkering thing where I touch a tiny non-magical object and it can give out 5 feet radius of light
Okay.
just on
No,
something.
no. As soon as I get in here, because I would probably be the first,
Can you see now?
and I open the door, I would be able to see inside, right, with the outside light.
Give me 1 second.
So
Can you see now?
no,
Roll 20. I hate you.
still all black.
I'm trying moving your token over. Okay. Let me try this again. Okay, I was in the wrong setting. Sorry about that. Guys, I'm so sorry. That is such
Hey, no problem.
Don't worry about it.
a... Anji...
No way I would figure if I could do what you're doing, so take all the time you need.
Anji... Can you see now, Anji?
I cannot.
Okay. Let me drag your token over again. I tried to set this all up beforehand, and then it decides not to work anyway, so... What about-
Yes, I got vision now.
Okay, let me move Gray back over. Okay, so everyone can see now? Well, except for Gray. Hold on, sorry, Gray.
It's all right.
I
Dave, we
I
don't
still
have
can't
your.
see, but
Okay, I'll drag your.
Yes, my camera's still reloading.
Okay. Okay,
I
I
can
think
see.
I knew what I did for you very well. I forgot to give you control of your token, which would always help. You are not a fox. You are farewell.
Every time I'm just like, look at that art.
Yeah, I know.
So
Dad
good.
art, guys. Dad art. Let me move a couple things. So, I forgot to move the damn doors for Vander, so thanks for role-playing with me there, Nate, that you could, like, go through the door. So that door is open. And there you go. Alright.
alright, so I would know Evander said the back.
And you're faster than all of us.
Yes.
Yes. So I would look around to see if there is a discarded torch or something and try to light it.
Sure, you can find. Well, there's torches on the walls. You could grab one.
Yeah, I would grab one and
Sure.
basically use an action to light it.
Okay.
And then as soon as that is done, I would keep moving through.
I'm just gonna say that it's well lit enough
further
for
in.
you guys, so you don't have to worry about holding a torch. I just meant
And-
that
Okay.
that there are no windows in here, so the outside light wouldn't come in. But it's well lit enough inside with torches and everything. So my bad, jeez.
And Sarah, did you see my message in roll 20?
Yes, let me.
Okay.
Secret message.
I don't know what this white lady wants me to do.
Kill everybody? I don't know. But I'm rushing in through looking for the back, wherever that is.
Okay. All right, you go towards the door, down near the south, and you see an office. And then through there, you all see. Can you move your token?
I can. I'm just seeing if I can. Yeah, here. There we go.
Okay.
Because I couldn't see my token before, so I couldn't do it.
Yes, please, everyone, roll initiative now.
So yeah, if I look around and I go through the logical path, I would just keep moving and not stop to overly investigate everything.
Okay.
And I guess we follow.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say, Angie, you rolled a 19 too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Angie, you are going to be the first to react once you all get in the door.
Okay.
Actually, would you have waited, farewell, would you have waited for everyone to catch up with you?
No.
Alright,
I would have
I'll
just
let
rushed
you
in.
move, this turn, and then you'll act on the next turn, okay?
Sounds good.
That's
All
fine.
right.
So, farewell is allowed to move as far as she can this turn, and then everyone else can act. Well, do their normal turn.
All right. So yeah, I would move. I would probably get to just the doorway, just estimating here,
Okay.
or be able to see into the next room, like on the other side of the desk.
Yes. So, I don't know if you have line of sight of Evander, but in there you see the massive figurehead probably, and you might be able to catch.
Yeah, I can actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's all you see. And then Anji, it is your turn. You're first of the order.
I am following inside, so I'll go
Actually, you
ahead and
don't
take
see
my
Evander.
turn
You
to
see
dash.
you see an older man, an older gentleman.
Oh God, that's right.
You see a
With Evander's fingers.
with Evander's fingers, but you see a 50-year-old man, or however old you were plus 30.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Ew, it got creepier.
How?
Yeah.
How
Have
did it
you
get
seen
creepier?
this man?
He wasn't gonna get less creepy.
Yeah.
like
Slightly
fine
younger
wine.
than you, long fingers. Was in here to speak with the magistrate earlier. Is anyone else here?
Well, that's me. Do you not recognize me, Anji? I touched a book earlier, and well, I think it aged me a bit, but it's me. Thank you for coming. It seems everything's quite strange around here.
Was that the only? Okay. The next person can go as this conversation is happening.
Okay, it's
So I think that's 6 seconds.
farewell. It's your turn. We'll go with that.
All right, I'm going to. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I know something's wrong.
Right.
So I am going to. I'm just going to shoot him. I'm just going to see what that does.
Whoa!
Because he said not to trust him all of a sudden, and that's very uncharacteristic of him. So I'm just going to see if he like pops like a balloon, or I'm going to aim for something non-vital, maybe an arm, maybe a
Okay.
shoulder or something like that, not the heart area.
No, right through the
the fingers.
throat.
Yeah, right through an eye, and then yeah, no.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
I should have put on mage armor before I even went in that room.
No, this is better.
This is actually better. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Will that hit you, Evander?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm level 2. That'll hit me.
That is 7 points of piercing damage, non-magical.
Oh, what was that for?
Farewell with this again. What is with the quick trigger finger?
What's wrong with you? Is something wrong with her?
Yes, obviously.
All right.
Evander, you will actually hear in your mind, sorry.
And he'll just send back, I get it. But that was half my...
Did hurt.
My life. It hurt quite a bit.
I get it.
All right.
You see me readying another bolt, so...
I've had worse, it's okay.
Really?
You know nothing about me, Gray.
Bro,
Whoa.
That is
You know
my
nothing,
turn.
Gray.
Well, I mean, you don't know anything about me either. It's fair. We love each other.
You don't know anything about you.
It's not true.
Ooh.
He knows he likes dogs.
All right. So Kavik.
I know a lot of things. Just different
Let's
things.
see. I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to get over there. I get to about here, I think, if that's my 30 feet.
You see an old
And
man
I-
in the room, I think.
I just see an old man with is it a crossbow bolt
Yep.
sticking out of him?
To be fair, I'd be like 46, something around there. Evander's quite young. He's
He's
like
an old
17.
now.
Okay.
I just see a random old.
You're a teenager?
Oh yeah, Evander's like fresh.
Also, question, is that lady...
Teens?
Was that lady still tied to the statue, or did that disappear? Like,
Oh,
can
that
I...
disappeared. Sorry.
I had-
I just have her.
Okay.
But
No, that's fine. It's just I was wondering if that disappeared or not. Alright.
Kavik's like 36, so he just sees a fellow adult.
oh wait.
It just kind of, sees the crossbow, sees Farewell holding the crossbow, and just kind of shrugs like, yeah, okay. That's it.
Okay. We're up to Gray.
All right.
I need more data.
Gray is wheezing.
Okay.
All these damn people running, so I can run here. What in the goddamn is going on? No one told
Evander
me
touched
anything.
Listen, no one told us anything. Evander touched a book and got old, and then Farewell shot him, and now she's gonna shoot him again, and Kavak's not doing anything.
Why are we shooting him? What
I
am I
don't know.
doing?
What
I
are
don't
we
know.
doing?
There's something wrong with Farewell. I
Stop
don't
Farewell,
know.
yes.
Well, then I will. I mean, yeah, you didn't explain, so I guess I'll use it.
I mean,
I
Farewell.
I mean, Gray is like, look, we don't just shoot people. So I will use my action since that was
We
my movement,
definitely
and I
do
wound
just
up
shoot
next.
people.
No, I don't. I don't do
Oh.
that.
You said
Farewell
we.
definitely does. Well, mostly only Farewell seems to just shoot people. You actually
Okay.
also talk to people. I'm gonna
Fair point.
I'm gonna use my action to grapple you. It doesn't stop you from attacking, and it's not like a whole bear hug. It's an arm grab. So I'm going to use my action to try and grapple you.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Athletics or
I will
acrobatics
try
or
to
athletics roll?
resist.
You probably will. I rolled a 2
Oh.
for 7.
Hmm.
Why do I play a strong character if I never get to be strong?
It's a acrobatics or
Athletics.
what is it?
Acrobatics or
Okay,
athletics
so
for resisting.
I rolled a 14 plus 5 is a 19.
Yeah.
You just lose
I just sort of
yeah.
shrug you off.
Yeah.
You're too out of
You
breath
gotta-
from running.
Yeah. You got to stop shooting. And my turn.
Okay.
I'm
It
old.
is now Evander's turn.
Okay. So, because my mind is still my own,
Mhm.
that means I could still technically, I think, use my psionic abilities to cast a spell using my psionic sorcery. I'll throw it into the
Because it's
roll
not a
20
spell,
chat.
it's a ability, right? Sort of thing.
Hold on, I'll send it in the chat.
Because unless it's like a spell with like a verbal or a somatic.
I think using this ability
component.
gets rid of all the components, is what he's saying. So he doesn't need to use his body at all to cast the
use
magic.
your mind to
Yeah.
it. Yep, then you can do it.
This is actually the best person to be possessed.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So he's going to do. I don't know necessarily what we would want to call. If I were to change my mental link to someone else,
Mhm.
whether that would be like an action or a bonus action. I guess that would be like a rules thing.
I'm gonna call it an action
Up to
because you have
Sarah's
to end
discretion.
the spell and then put it on someone else. So you can just do that as action. End the spell
Okay.
and then put it on someone else. So action.
Okay. So then Evander is gonna go ahead and then he won't necessarily have to use this.
Well, what spell
Ability.
is it?
Well, it would be either me. I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself so I don't get hit more and
Is
don't
that a
die.
bonus action in the book? Or
Well,
is it
Mage Armor is a full action,
Okay.
but I don't think there's a given time in the amount that I can use for the telepathic speech. Yeah, it doesn't say whether like. Oh, never mind. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
It says it in there. So, as a bonus action, then, I will switch my telepathic speech to communicate with Anji, and I rolled a 6 for that. So
Okay.
then I'll communicate with Anji real quick and say, "Don't trust what I'm saying. My body's not mine. Find a way to help me. Tell the others." And using my psionic sorcery, then to cast an actual spell, I will then mage armor on myself so that I
Okay.
don't get hit by more things.
Okay. And movement?
And then, yes, I am going to start dipping out up front.
We like being psychic. You're so cool.
Yeah, he is cool.
You're really cool.
And that is as far as I can get.
Okay. Very well.
That's my
Okay, good turn. Very well. You see, Vander, leaving your sight, leaving your head, leaving your sight.
Having just shook off Gray, I'm gonna go and step into the room to see if I can, or at least get close to the door and then step into the room, see if I can get sights back onto Evander.
Okay.
Just in the doorway there.
Sure.
And then I'm going to attempt to shoot him again, because that's the only thing I know how to do. Dirty 20 to hit.
That will
Sorry,
also
only
hit.
19. Sorry, 19, but
Still hits.
and that is 8 points of piercing damage.
He's out.
But I would not aim, like I wouldn't aim for a kill shot, but I am aiming to
Non-lethal.
knock him out.
Yeah. Okay. So you are unconscious on the ground. Alright, farewell. Anything else you want to do?
Does anything happen when he goes down?
Alright, let's see.
That's what I'm looking for
Sorry.
here. That's...
He blows up.
Got that.
He blows.
Does he
He
explode?
actually-
Does he
he
melt
actually-
into a pool?
He actually blows
Do I get a
up.
ping? Like,
Okay.
He blows up and then
You
the ghost has a
see
gun.
Evander fall limp. Sorry, I forgot to read this. And then, right next to him, here, you see the lady appear. Terrible looking visage. Come out of his body, pour out of his pores, and just
Ugh.
coalesced into this horrifying, frightening lady with a unhinged jaw and like wild black eyes and just like staring you down.
Meow.
Yeah.
I go back into the other room.
My room.
Okay.
And I point frantically into the other room, like everybody should go in there, sort of thing. Knocking another crossbow bolt as I do so.
Aye, 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 aye.
Anji, did we
That
skip
is
your
my
turn?
turn.
Did I skip your turn by accident?
Oh, maybe you.
I think I
Is it my
skipped
turn?
Anji's turn. I'm so sorry, Anji.
Don't worry about it. Well, I mean, so Farewell runs back into the room, and
Yeah.
as she's like pointing back, like frantically and knocking another crossbow bolt, I'm like kind of reeling a little bit from the message I got, and I'm no, hold on, Farewell. Evander contacted you back at the inn. He said, did he say not to trust him? Okay.
And I'm still pointing into the room, like, go, go!
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and walk on in there.
Please, a play-by-play. please. What is going on?
Oh boy, I'm gonna turn around. There's a freaking ghost in here.
Gray actually doesn't know that you guys are telepathic. Neither of you have ever done it to him.
No, physically, there's a ghost in here. I'm gonna take 3 more steps back.
Things just happen around Gray.
Okay.
That's what makes him the protagonist.
Oh.
Aw.
These are the
And-
tenets of our game.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and as a bonus action, I'll go ahead and cast Hex.
Nice. Okay.
On this ghost, I'm gonna dunk on her dexterity.
Okay. Nice.
Just ball her up.
And
Kobe.
dunk her dexterity. And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on her.
Okay, go for it.
So that is going to be 11 points of force damage plus.
I think you gotta roll the hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's an 11.
Okay.
Does that hit a ghost?
No, I'm afraid not.
All right. That's okay.
So you get this message, go in, you're confused, and it just takes you off guard a little, and you go a little wide of where this ghost lady's head is. Anything else?
No, I feel confident that I've dunked on her dex. I'm just a little freaked out right now. There's a ghost in here and Evander is down.
Okay. Kavik, it's your turn.
Right. Kavik's going to see that there's a situation. He's going to draw his rapier and head into the next room. Sees creepy lady in front of his friend. And I want to try something. It's a bit risky.
Oh, go ahead.
I've got my rapier. Now, a rapier does not weigh more than 5 pounds. And I'm going to hold up my rapier in front of me, let it go, and cast catapult on the rapier.
Can you link catapult for me?
That's legit.
That's pretty cool. Wait, do we not have any way to heal? Hold on.
No.
No.
Nah, who needs it?
I've been.
I got something cooking in the works. Don't worry about it.
That's true. Technically, Kavik could heal on some days.
Our party goes hard mid.
Did we ever buy?
I want to cast
No.
catapult on my rapier, just like have it like just
Okay. So it must make a dex saving throw.
right.
Okay. Which you dumped on.
Which I dunked on.
So what does that do? Give me disadvantage?
It. Disadvantage.
Okay. So rolling 2 dice. One is a 2, and the other's a 2. So they both fail.
Yeah, you fail.
Yeah, so 3d8 bludgeoning damage? Okay, so 12 bludgeoning.
Does the rapier add any additional damage to that?
I'm checking right now.
Of stabbing
okay.
damage. Is there any is stabbing in play?
That's what I'm hoping. It's like it's one thing just to like shoot a rock, but like I'm throwing a blade at you.
Unfortunately, this does hit the ghost, but you think that its incorporeal form doesn't really have that. It's not making as much impact as you think it would.
Does it go through the ghost?
It
and
does go
hit
through the ghost
Evander?
and clatter to the other side. And,
Okay, so it just kind of like hits against Evander. It doesn't.
It hits the door and lands on Evander.
Oh, okay.
I believe as it is bludgeoning damage done by a spell, the damage is magical, if that affects that.
Okay. Because that
because
would
you
be a
cast a
magical
spell
attack.
on the sword. Yes.
I
Yeah.
think it's because I'm doing it on an object. I'm not sure if it's magical.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Normally any day. So like when Golly John did like Cloud of Daggers, even though it's making daggers, it is a spell. So this is a spell effect on an object, which
But
turns
was he
the
making
damage
daggers?
But
magical.
he wasn't
Those are
he
also
was he
magical.
wasn't doing it
That's
on
very
non-magical
good.
daggers. He was creating
Exactly.
objects
I know,
that
but
acted as daggers.
it is damage on a spell, and spell damage is magical, whether or not the object you cast it on is magical or not. Spell damage is magical because you cast a spell. That's how it generally.
I'll leave it
works.
up to Sarah, and I think we ought to do research on that
Okay.
because I just made this up at the drop of the hat.
I'll allow it for now. We will get back to it. So you do some damage to her with your blade going straight.
And can I have the rapier just like sunk into
Oh, yeah.
the door?
Yep. Now in the door. No.
Like
Yep.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep. Anything else, Kavik?
I'm going to take out my crossbow since I've now relinquished my sword.
Okay. Great.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Cool. Great, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Also here, I'm dropping that in there for you. Gray is going to move.
Thank you, Ink.
5, 10,
Ink.
15, 20,
Oops.
25. That's a stairwell, so I can't really move there. So I can see through the ghost to Evander, but I see my plan was to get to Evander, so it seems I cannot. I guess I'll throw my hand axe of returning.
Okay.
Because I can't reach the ghost otherwise.
Go for it.
For a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
For 6 magical slashing damage, because this hand axe is magic, thanks to Kavik. Thanks to Kavik.
Okay, nice. Your hand axe goes through the air, slashes through a part of the ghost, so it demystifies and coalesces again, returns to back to your side, and anything else you want to do?
Can I use? I'll use my last 5 feet of movement to plonk over here.
Okay.
End of my turn.
And then, Evander, you are knocked out, unfortunately. You are unconscious, but stable.
Yeah, I'm stable.
Yes, because knocked out means that if you choose to non-lethal
She
damage,
did know, so yeah.
you're knocked out.
Okay.
But you're
So I
unconscious.
don't
Yeah,
have
I
to-
went for
I don't have to do death.
not
No death saves.
not torso, not head, like
Right.
arms and shoulders and legs.
Right.
So
We
I just wanted to knock
purposefully
you out.
didn't. You're not dying because she didn't try to kill you.
Yeah, she's special.
Yeah, Farewell knows where she's shooting. She's very precise.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you may have slight paralysis because she did still go for joints, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And on that note, we are going to end the game for the evening. Because it's 10:14. You have to go.
This went so pear-shaped.
This one
Yeah.
in a
Do that.
direction that I didn't expect it to go at all.
Sarah, don't do that.
Does that mean I don't get to extort the town out of their money?
I didn't say that.
Just not yet.
Sarah, post Sarah, don't end it.
Yeah, this went fast tonight, guys. You guys did great. Usually I saw some people in chat. If you're still there, chat. Usually this time in the stream, we award our players a natural one of our players a natural 20 for a moment well role played, an action well taken, anything of the sort like that. So if anyone's still in chat, please let us know. who you think did very well. Otherwise, our players. Who do you think did very well this game? God, you all had me in stitches at that one point. So
I vote Angie for that pigeon conversation. That was great.
I know
I vote Evander for his Shark Tank like dealing ability.
It was Evander Knight for sure.
Yeah, I know we don't normally double up, but the fact that like he was able to still he used his abilities because he's psychic to be able to do stuff while possessed, which literally no other class could do,
no.
is really cool, and I want him to have it.
The
Even
ghost
if he's
did pick the
unconscious.
wrong person to possess, that is for sure.
Like,
Oh.
literally no other class can still basically do whatever they want while possessed, except psychic people.
And there aren't many psychic classes, so we will go ahead and award that back to Evander for the night.
Oh, I'm honored.
I think that's the first ever double.
Doublesies. But you guys,
Yeah,
we're
but it works.
pretty
And
proud
besides,
of
you might need it.
You may need
yeah.
it.
So the next time you're wheeling and dealing, be it for money, pigeons, or dogs, don't forget to work on your charisma, be polite, try not to make the other person urinate, but always add your proficiency bonus. So, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Good night.